Locked in. Locked in.
I think we're good now.
All right. You want me to spiel it?
Spiel it, Dimitri.
Spiel it.
What's going on, guys? We're back with technically part 2. We'll see if you guys get to see part 1. We're just getting the groove of the podcast going, but this is our second one we've done. Who wants to do introductions first?
Yo, what up? It's J Money up in this big, aka Big Germ.
J Money Big Germ. Well, shit. J Money number 2. It's Justin. You know me. No, you don't, actually.
It's Icky Kai. It's actually supposed to be Icy Kai, but
Bro
I
just
just
said
Icky.
It's Icky Kai.
Why bro sounds so depressed?
Hey, we saw it in the pregame a little bit. You know, he was about to say what's wrong with him.
Hey,
But, and
right.
you know, save the least one for last. You know, it's your boy Dimitri, aka Oh My Mitri. That's what we do.
The
Yo.
plug?
The plug? What about the plug?
I thought you were going to plug.
Oh, Oh My Mitri. Check me out on TikTok, YouTube, all that shit. And you know, it's your boy Sir Games just gave me the 8th as well. You know.
There he is.
Yeah, there
7
it is.
generations before.
Sir Game She's the game.
Now we're in.
What were y'all doing before this, Jeremy?
I was eating pasta.
Back to the
Pasta.
pasta. Now I'm getting hungry.
I
and
love
shit.
me some
Fucking
pasta.
motherfucker.
How about you?
Hey, I'm a.
J Money part 2.
Be honest, I was taking a little nap. You know, had to fester up that energy for this pod. You feel me?
Okay.
That late day nap. It's like fucking 7 p.m.
That's when you take naps, motherfucker. I was up at 6:30.
Oh, you're up
He was
at
up at 6:30,
6:30?
bro.
Oh, that's why I heard all
Yeah,
that noise.
if you sleep it during the day, you got a bigger brain.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that actually true?
I saw that on Instagram. It's
Shit,
a thing.
I got a big
What's your
ass
source?
brain.
You got a big ass something else. Too. How about you,
Oh.
Kyle? Icky Kai. What'd you do today?
I was playing Fortnite, honestly.
Yeah?
All day.
You
I
get
shouldn't
them
have
victory
been.
royales or no?
I got one. But it was ranked play, okay?
Did you post it on your story?
No, not this time.
Pull out your phone, bro.
No, the thing is,
You
it
need that
was
shit.
no, it wasn't worth it because low-key I was getting outbilled like a bitch. Like
He was like-
I literally should have completely lost, but he died to the storm, so I got kind of lucky.
He was like midway taking the picture, and he's like, "Ooh, I don't like how many kills I have in the corner."
yeah,
I got
I
big carries.
had to move the frame a little bit.
Oh god.
Wait, so you stream while you play?
No, I don't stream.
Why not?
I don't know. Like, streaming is just so oversaturated now that it's just. I had my time a long time ago whenever I played competitive COD, and I think ever since then, it's just.
You got to be good to stream.
Aren't podcasts?
I am good though. No, but the thing is, it's like I said, it's at that point where like too many people stream nowadays. Because I seen streaming when it was like kind of still new, and a lot of people didn't really stream. So going from like that mindset of it, where it was like, damn, like I had my opportunity like 7 years ago, like somewhere around like that time frame where I could have started streaming, and I would have been like, I'd say. I would have been probably like top 10% as far as like Call of Duty goes when it came to streaming, but I just didn't take advantage of it. And I think now I kind of just like live in like that shadow of it where it's like I had my opportunity then, like why would I even do it now? Like I don't take anything as like I don't take gaming that serious anymore. So it's
I don't
like
think that's the right approach to look at it though. Like, look at this. Podcasts are fucking oversaturated as shit. Well, look, we're starting a fucking podcast. Hella late. 2023. You're making a podcast. Everyone's fucking doing this shit. But like, we're doing this shit for us at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's not about like, oh, oversaturated this. I gotta compete with fucking Pokimane like with his thick ass over here.
oh, well,
Shots
You're-
fired, Pokemon.
You're Icky Kai.
Yes.
Like, it don't matter what Pokimane doing or none of that shit. You know?
but Pokimane has cookies now
That
for
shit-
$28.
She has cookies.
She has cookies.
Yeah, but I'm a broke boy, so I can't afford it.
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
you're right.
buying fucking $28 cookies.
See,
I don't give a
I'm
fuck.
like 2 years away from not knowing what the fuck you guys are talking about. But for everyone over the age of 30, Pokemon is like a, what would you call her?
Pokimane is a
Twitch
white knight gathering simp lord woman.
Wow.
Like,
Sound like you. It was very descriptive right there.
I mean, honestly, like, I have my thoughts about her.
Damn.
For,
be
for,
honest.
the,
Are they negative
for the
thoughts?
viewers who don't know,
They are.
she's a streamer.
She is a streamer, and she's objectively attractive, but she has a very, she has a very shitty personality. I'm not
does
gonna
that
lie.
Objective.
What does objectively
Well, like,
attractive mean? I need an explanation on that.
I mean, I feel
kind of
like,
spitting.
like, I'm not gonna sit here and like say like, oh my gosh, she's so hot. Like, she's definitely attractive, and she's got like a nice body, but like,
But like,
don't
she's
know.
not even like the baddest streamer
she's
out of her
she's
friend
really
group.
not.
Like,
She's-
Valkyrie's
Kyle
way
saying
better
looks
than her.
aren't everything.
Right.
Facts.
But when it comes to Valkyrie, she's way better than Pokey. I love Valkyrie.
I think
I want her to like give me a hug. I want her to like hug me from behind right now,
Yeah, from
That was
behind.
crazy.
or like just support me when I'm gaming. You know, just like
I'll support you.
no, not that way. Not under the
Yeah?
desk. Not under the desk.
Whoa, I didn't say any of
I would
that.
never objectify Valkyrie. She's such a respectful, beautiful woman, and I just
See,
I would
I
never
don't know
disrespect her.
Valkyrie. That's way past my time.
I'm just kidding.
It's honestly not that far away.
Fuck all
from
female
your time.
streamers. Actually, fuck all of them.
Oh, well.
We're on a stoic mindset where
Damn.
it's only about male streamers. Like, you would think I'm gay type shit, the way I'd be supporting these male streamers, you know?
Who do you support?
None of them.
None.
Bro, none of them.
Okay, who's like your most watched streamer if you were to watch like a streamer?
I don't really
Like,
watch
who do you
streamers,
instantly
man.
go to?
Never watched the
I don't
stream.
be watching streams no more.
You never watched a stream, Germ?
Never.
Really?
I was like, why the fuck am I going to watch someone play video games when I could
You
play
got that
video
boomer
games?
mentality.
Yeah, that's definitely that boomer ass mentality
Nah,
for sure.
I'm playing. I'm just trolling. I think XQC is a
The
fun
GOAT.
streamer to watch.
Solid.
I mean, I think Kai, like a lot of the AMP guys are like really over the top, but like some of them are cool to watch every now and then. Aiden Ross, when like he was like doing the whole like rapper space and like he was like doing a bunch of shit like that when he's like on the come up.
Yeah, I was
I
about
feel
to
like
say
he
on the
was
come
fun to
up.
watch.
He
Rice,
was playing video games.
Rice before he
while
like walked
rapping?
away from like this. What was that?
Aiden Ross was playing video games while rapping.
So basically, he would just have people over at the crib, and like
Uh-huh.
he would have, say, Tory Lanez would come freestyle, like Blueface would come over, and he'd bring his girl, and like
So you're thinking streamers that are just not
not boring.
just video games.
It's more like IRL content.
I don't mind streamers that just play video games. I think they're cool. I mean, like at the end of the day, I think you can do many things on that platform, and like it doesn't just have to be gaming. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you can do a lot on that platform.
Oh, there's some crazy categories on there.
my goodness,
Dude.
What platform? Twitch?
Twitch, yeah.
You ever
Yeah.
seen the
Uh,
pools and tubs section?
What?
Oh, you
Big
definitely want to
Germ-
get to streaming now.
Big Germ's
You're
about
gonna be
make
watching
a
streams for
tier
sure.
Big Germ's he's a few years behind on this one.
Yeah.
I don't even pay for Netflix. Fuck that.
This is not Netflix.
Yeah, this is not
This is
Netflix.
Netflix.
What
This
was
is-
the tub? Can you
this
give me
is
a
that,
brief
like-
description? Is it like 8
Pools and
foot,
tubs.
12 foot? Like
It's
are there
like
diving boards?
3 foot, like women in the least amount of clothes they could wear and just
Get
sitting
away with
there
it.
getting
I'm wearing a
donations,
bikini,
writing
even though it's a
names on their
lingerie.
body.
That is stupid.
Right,
Dude,
It's basically like a fucking cam girl, but as soft core as it can, like with no nudity.
Right.
It's like how who's paying?
Old
I
man.
want
a lot of guys.
bro, you'd be surprised, how many
dude.
people pay for it.
I seen a clip of like there was like TwitchCon maybe like a month or two ago, and there was one of those tub streamers. It was like on Twitter, some like 60, 70-year-old dude like came up to her. He was like mad, like
No, that's
socially
crazy.
awkward. Like he's like, "Oh, I've been like DMing you this whole time. Like, oh, is this really you?" And she was
No,
like,
I saw
"No."
that shit.
He's like, "No, that's not me." He's like, "You've been talking to someone that's faking the whole time." And he was like, hella like passionate conversations and shit.
That boy was like sad. He was like,
Yeah.
"There's no way."
What?
Yeah.
For real?
It was crazy.
I gotta see this video. See, I'm more interested in the people that are like actually devoted to those categories.
Yeah.
Like,
That's-
wait, what do you mean? Like,
Like,
that are like invested into it?
I'm interested in to like know like why that dude is so invested in a virtual relationship.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of an obvious reasoning you can make behind it.
He's horny.
Like he got money
Lonely,
and
horny old man
Yeah, it's just
Right.
it's kind of like
who wants attention and
It-
gets it in a parasocial way.
it's
That's
essentially
great.
just the definition of a simp. That's really what it comes down to. Like,
A little more closer. Yeah.
simping hard.
I mean, yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, and so as far as other
R.I.P.
streamers, like Rice on the come up was fucking fun to watch. Who else? Honestly, TSM, they were kind of cool to watch when they were like playing Fort.
I never watched him when they were
Ninja
playing
was
Fortnite.
fun to watch, like during the come up of Fortnite.
Ninja was fun just because of the people he would get on.
Dude,
of his
the
stream.
fact that you were watching like him streaming with like Drake and Travis Scott and like NFL players, like what? And then he
Yeah.
kind of made like gaming cool again in a way. Like we didn't give a shit if like gaming was cool or not. Like we just still played it, but like the fact that mainstream people were like finally accepting video games and it's like it's kind of cool. Where like you wouldn't have to like hear some bullshit like, "Oh, you play video games?" Like, you know.
Yeah, I guess it's more so people that are outside of like the norm of a gamer
Right.
were playing video games, and they were doing it like publicly on stream.
Because even for me, it was like with anime, like people used to fucking like troll me and shit when I was watching anime. I
Oh,
grew up
man.
on that shit, just like as a kid. Just
I was one of those people.
right, right. Like you're like one of you were one of those.
Yeah,
people.
I was one of those people.
Right. And like I grew up watching it as like an Asian kid. Like growing up, we watch all sorts of shit. We watch old school stuff from like 80s, 70s, and we watch new school stuff. So
Yeah.
like, the fact that more people are kind of like just watching it because like, at the end of the day, what's the fucking difference between like Rick and Morty and like Naruto Shippuden? Like nothing, right? It's the same shit, just one's in Japanese and one's in English.
I mean,
There's not much of a difference, bro. It's
Naruto has way more valuable life lessons than Rick and Morty.
right.
Don't get me wrong. Rick
But-
and Morty do bring up some intellectual, like race or like abolishing like idea, like egoism.
Yeah.
Naruto is way cooler.
No, for sure. But like I'm saying, like as far as acceptance goes, right? Like more people, and as far as mainstream guys would be like more accepting of like Boondocks or fucking Rick and Morty or
Yeah, like-
SpongeBob, right? You know what I'm saying?
just like more mature cartoons are more socially
It's-
acceptable.
Like nowadays, like you'll hear people talk about what their favorite anime is and shit. But back then, like 5-10 years ago, you wouldn't hear that shit.
Quick side note: and you guys watch Midnight Gospel?
I have not.
No, what is that?
Oh my god! It's a show on Netflix that everyone needs to watch tonight, and didn't get a second season because no one fucking watched it.
Damn.
But it's a
That's
great
how big-
show where it's like Rick and Morty times Joe Rogan.
It's called Midnight Gospel.
Yeah.
Is it like?
It's about this guy in a universe as a cartoon character,
Uh-huh.
and he travels the universe of different realities and has interviews with that individual on that reality and talk about like life and death or
Bro, I was literally just about to ask him like, well, how does that correlate with Joe Rogan?
I know. I was,
And
I
now
was
it's
wondering
like,
the
oh,
same
it's
thing, but
perfect.
yeah, it makes sense now.
it gets deep. And the dude that voices the main character has been on, and I believe currently works with Joe Rogan on his podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
You said it's called Midnight Gospel?
Yes. Such a good show.
I'm about to search it up, bro.
One season. It's fucking trippy.
The Midnight Gospel.
Yes.
This came out like a few years ago.
Yes.
So it's pretty recent, yeah.
Oh, this shit looks trippy as fuck.
Oh, it's so good. But the content and like the conversations they have, and it's like he's on a podcast. The whole show is a premise of he has a podcast.
Which is like
For
different
a-
people
for the
from
galaxy.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, and like
That's fucking
talking
dope.
to like alternate versions
Yeah.
of himself,
No.
or just different people in general in
different
different
people.
universes.
yes.
That show honestly might be like
They're
just ahead
actual
of its
real
time.
podcasts. They
Yeah.
just change into episodes.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So like, imagine our podcast right now. Our characters talking.
Yeah.
But it's all animated and in a different reality.
Nah, bro. Honestly, like they might have just did that show a little too early. If you think about it, like I feel like that kind of concept would go crazy right now.
Right now, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
When did it come out? 2014.
2020. It came out during the pandemic, which is
Which
Yeah,
was
that
a
is-
bad time to drop shit because everyone was dropping shit because there's nothing else to do besides watch shit.
But
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
you think that would be also a good time to drop it?
That
Because
would.
that's when like people would.
But it's risky.
It is risky
Yeah.
because it can get filtered out very quickly.
Mhm.
And it depends on what part of 2020 it came out.
I didn't check like the specific date, but it just said 2020.
And especially if they didn't really like utilize TikTok and shit. If you utilize TikTok, that you can go viral off anything. Like so many people were like,
Well, that's
artists.
the thing. All their clips are viral as fuck.
Oh, they are.
Damn,
Like
but-
clips from the show. I bet you've probably seen a clip
Damn.
from their show.
but it didn't catch on.
I don't know. It didn't get a second. It didn't get approved. It didn't get approved for another season.
You never know though, because I feel like with shows,
No,
it can like you can get canceled and then like re-jump.
I
You know what I'm
just
saying?
listened to a podcast where this
Uh-huh.
dude was like, "Yeah, I would love to do a second season." Netflix was like, "It didn't get enough views, so
Yeah.
they didn't." And he's like, "I loved talking about it, and like I had a second season in my head. It's cool, I got to make it, but yeah, Netflix, no watches, no pay."
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, I feel like
Fucking
nowadays, especially with like TV shows, like it's all about pumping out content like super fast, and I feel like that's just in general how social media works. And I feel like since it's been 2020 to 2023 now, like there's absolutely probably no way they're putting out another season, just because they would have already capitalized on it before if it was like going viral. Like that would make
Well, I mean,
sense.
you remember when like No Way Home came out and we saw like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire come back? Everyone wants it. Amazing Spider-Man 3 now. Like they want to see Andrew Garfield back on the screen.
But that's building hype on something that already has hype behind it.
He is the worst Spider-Man, and I hated all his movies.
They were so terrible.
I mean,
couldn't
his
stand
movies weren't good, but his
character was a pussy.
no.
His character was a pussy.
His
dude.
mannerisms as Spider-Man are top tier. Like, have you actually like genuinely watched like the movies doing like not like just I want to kill myself and blow my brains out like did you actually like sit through and watch them? Like,
No.
Dude, his scenes are fucking amazing. The opening scene
So cheesy.
The opening scene when you see the Spider-Man logo and it's behind him and his swinging scenes. Dude, he has the best web slinging scenes as of all the Spider-Man.
I think
I bet you $100.
The
I bet you
original
$100.
one.
Hell no.
Tobey Maguire, bro.
He's
nothing-
not the
as
best
far
web
as
slinger.
web slinging,
Swinging through the city with your webs.
the newest one, but I think it's
No.
super lame how he has to have like it's not out of skin. I thought
it's
that was
like
really
a-
weird. Is it
with the web,
capsules?
with the web shooter.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his name? Tom Holland has the same shit. He has a web shooters too.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He has the best fucking acrobat swinging.
I think he has the best fight scenes. It's in between him and Tobey Maguire, but I feel like swinging through the city and like how
he got
Spider-Man
the
looks.
Iron Man suit. Like
It's-
that shit was fire.
It's better in the Garfield movies. I promise you.
Is it him or is it the CGI?
That too. That's still part of
Ooh.
that shit. Is it not part of it?
Oh,
I mean, it's-
especially the first one is all CGI. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because the first one, it's like we love it, and like the CGI still holds up to today. Which I mean, it's not like the CGI is bad in the Tobey Maguire movies. It's just not the level it is today, but it still looks great for its time.
Yeah, I feel like Justin's argument about CGI is kind of invalid too, because there's so many new movies nowadays with CGI that are
Shitty
just
IA.
terrible.
Yeah, shitty.
And like the originals, even though they're like kind of like cheesy, I guess in a sense, like they just kind of hold up better.
Yeah,
just because it's more related to the source material.
Well, I mean,
Like the Doc Ock CGI.
Oh,
that
dude.
shit was
beautiful.
on point.
that shit was
beautiful.
badass.
It looks real.
Doc Ock was sick, and the fact that he got brought back as a villain just like shows like
Yeah.
that character.
That was my favorite
He
villain of all
killed-
time in Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Doc
for
Ock
sure.
was.
I don't know about.
It's just so
Green Goblin
badass.
too, though. Green Goblin, dude.
That's classic.
That boy was dropping some banger lines and just fucking terrorizing the city.
Well, yeah, Willem Dafoe was like perfect for that role.
Yeah, I love Doc Ock, but I gotta give it to Willem Dafoe.
I thought you said in the pregame you're not a superhero nerd.
The only-
Just
okay.
says, oh my
No,
God.
no,
not gonna
Oh
about
my
it.
God.
No, okay, listen.
I know every detail of all the Spider-Man.
I'm over here like kind of lost a little bit.
The only
guy
superhero
knows
movies
everything.
I ever liked were Spider-Man's and Wolverine's. Those were the only ones
It's
I ever
actually the
liked.
same for me too.
Anything
Hugh-
else, I was not
Good
a fan
old
of.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, badass.
You guys see that he's coming back for Deadpool 3?
Oh, fuck
Yes,
yeah.
I know. I'm excited.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
He's so good as Wolverine, bro. That's like
Deadpool
quality
3, the series, fucking amazing.
as well. Good,
Beautiful series.
I like
The
it.
fucking director, his name.
And what is his name? I don't know. I forgot.
Isn't he like a really like?
He's a really badass motherfucking director. I'm looking him up real quick.
Is it James Wong? It's definitely
Director.
some bigger director because I've heard his name before. I just
And
don't
that's the thing
remember.
too.
Tim Miller.
Tim Miller. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I definitely
who
have
am
not
I
heard that.
thinking
Never mind.
of?
He's actually in the movies too, right? Like in the Deadpool movies. Like he actually has a role.
It's like a character.
I think so. Is he the one with the glasses?
I don't know. I'm looking up King
You see
Arthur.
Tim Miller? Like oh, you didn't. You
Guy
already
Ritchie.
moved past Tim Miller.
I'm thinking of Guy Ritchie.
Oh, okay.
Tim Miller is. Bum, 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 bum. I don't see him as a cast. Deadpool changed directors.
Mm.
Hmm.
That's not good.
Who's gonna be the director for the third movie? Fuck it, I don't give a shit. It's gonna be good.
I know it's gonna be. It has to be good regardless. Like, I feel like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are gonna carry it, so it doesn't.
And
matter.
that's the thing I
for
will
sure.
say too. Like Jerm was very critical on Andrew Garfield, right? Ryan Reynolds had a shitty Deadpool debut in the X-Men Origins.
Oh, dude.
What is
That
it?
wasn't actually him, was it?
It was him. He was the Deadpool character, and then he had the swords, and then
The mouth.
and then his mouth got fucking all like.
Oh yeah, that
freaked
was
out.
terrible.
And he was like terrible in that movie. I feel like his mannerisms were still Ryan Reynolds good, but the way they executed it was shit. And then they gave him like the second round, like
Yeah.
like hey, fuck it, we want you back. Killed it, and he's Deadpool. You can't see anyone else but Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. right?
Well,
It's
I
his-
thought,
it's ro-
I
it's
thought
his role
it
now.
got made by different. X-Men Origins got made by like a different.
That's what I thought too.
that is
company.
It got made by Fox and the people that made X-Men. Like the first X-Men is like X-Men when they had like
Yeah, and then
Sue
like the
Storm
rights got
stuff.
sold or something.
Yeah,
Because like, that's why they did the whole. Sony did that whole deal with Spider-Man.
um,
Because that's why.
Fox has always had X-Men, but this third movie is gonna be in the MCU, of Deadpool 3. Deadpool 1 and 2 are actually still in Fox as well. So they're still in that same universe as like Days of Future Past and the X-Men First Class, but this new one takes place in the MCU, so it's gonna be more of like a multiverse kind of movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we were talking a little bit about it earlier in the pod, about just like gaming wise and like streaming. You know, if you just got past the whole, oh, it's oversaturated, I don't really want to do it, would you just do it for yourself and say fuck it? Like, I will stream, I will post things for my gaming clips and stuff.
Okay, so as far as streaming, I don't know if I would do it for myself because I feel like what is the point of streaming if you're not having people watch you? Like I feel like
No, that makes sense.
streaming to myself would just be, I don't know, it'd be the same as if I was just playing without a camera on me. Like I feel like there's no difference in that.
Everyone starts with 0 streams.
I mean, yeah, but it's also like I'd rather have 1 than 0. You know what I mean? Like starting,
I'll be your first stream.
that's different though.
Oh, how's that different?
Because I feel like the excitement of having like a random person kind of fuck with you and like want to actually like interact with you and watch you is a lot different than someone that you already like.
Didn't y'all do that with me?
We're random. Yeah, we're all random.
I was that
we're
buster
pretty random.
I was that buster in the corner, like polishing, like trying to like be stoic and like not talk to people, and like you guys would say some shit. And
I feel like first day you were out the gate fucking with the gaming game.
bro, I was timid. I was like, I would like the most you'd see out of me is like, I would do this. I want to
A little shrug, a
right,
little laughing
like while I'm
shrug.
polishing, like, you know.
I don't know.
And,
I feel like first day.
And then like day 5 to later on, I started like talking more often and shit.
I think maybe like day
actually,
3.
Actually, no. I think Germ's right because me and him were actually like talking a lot because we'd open and close together.
Maybe you didn't. Maybe you were training and I wasn't there, and those were your timid. I don't know. I feel like the first day I met you were like out the gate, ready to fucking go.
Shit.
I feel like he was like that way too.
Was
but I don't really remember too clearly, but I feel like you weren't like.
It's the fact
shy.
that it's the. I mean, I wasn't shy, but I'm not like how I am now. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a very extroverted
I mean, yeah,
person.
but that takes time regardless of whoever you're around.
right.
Like I
Yeah.
feel like that's just how it's always gonna be.
Unless you're big German, you fucking
Yeah, unless you're big
Facts.
German, you
fucking
just
own HR.
Hitting the fucking around town on your
Right.
coworker in the first meeting.
Oh my
around
god, dude! I can't even believe that happened. But I mean, kind of gets like getting back to as far as like streaming wise, like no, I wouldn't think of it differently, and I wouldn't want to stream to no one. But as far as like recording content of me like playing games, like
Yeah.
I still think about that to this day, and
No,
like
I
posting
think
stuff like
I
that.
like doing that better, and like that's kind of what the whole "Oh My Dimitri" kind of shit is.
yeah.
That way is like so much better to where like you don't have to like have all this fucking this pressure on you when you're like it's live and like you gotta play games and like focus on like how you look or whatever and shit.
Yes.
And like if you just post and like you post like funny clips with your friends, I feel like that's so fun. And, like,
Yeah.
I'm having a bunch of fun just editing like random gaming clips that are just funny shit.
And I feel like it's a lot different too because like you can kind of tweak your content and you can see
Yeah.
what works with it too. And as far as like starting that route where you're actually like posting things and not just like going directly into live streaming, I feel like it kind of builds almost like a hype around you in a sense. Like if people do start to discover you only through like 15-minute intervals or like 10-minute intervals of like clips and videos and stuff like that, they're obviously going to want to start to learn more about you. And I feel like that builds viewership and hype around like, oh, like is this guy gonna like eventually stream? Like, are we gonna be able to like talk to him more about like his personal life, like see
Right.
what's really going on like behind the scenes, like unedited, like raw footage, like stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
true.
it just builds a lot more hype in that sense rather than just like going out the gate and like giving everyone everything they want. Because I mean, like realistically, that's kind of like how social media works. Like you can't just immediately give everyone what they want. You kind of have to like build like interest around you first to like gain attraction and gain a following and gain people like wanting to, like I said, like just get more interested in what you're doing.
So outside of like the recording stuff, you're just chilling, having fun gaming.
Yeah.
Like what are you playing right now?
Honestly, I play like a lot of single player games. I would say, I mean, Fortnite's just been recently, just because I have like friends that I play with now. As far as like that goes, COD, I don't really ever touch COD anymore. I have a whole controversy.
I
about
miss
that.
COD. Don't you miss COD?
Hey, I've been playing it.
Oh, you've been playing it?
Yeah, I've been
How-
playing the new one.
Trash.
Well, MW3, right?
Yeah.
How is it? How's it? Like, I know we played the beta, but is it smooth now? Like,
I mean, honestly, it doesn't feel any different from like the last CODs, like gameplay wise, but
Mhm.
it's just being on the old maps is like the only thing that's like somewhat decent
That
about
nostalgia,
it. I feel
huh?
like. Yeah.
Is Prestige still a thing?
No.
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 What?
Yeah.
That's
Really?
like that's a whole thing going on right now with like within the communities. A lot of people are complaining because there's no prestige.
Yeah.
And
it
it's like,
sucks.
what
Did
is
it just
the
happen?
what do you
no,
mean?
it's been like no prestige
for a minute.
while.
There's been no prestige. Yeah.
It's like you get level 55, and then
So-
after that you can go like
That-
level 500.
That's probably like the last time I played.
Probably
Yeah,
about the
it's-
Black Ops series. Is that the last time we
It's
saw
gone
prestige?
downhill.
Right. Black Ops.
Maybe
Maybe Black Ops 4. I feel like there's still prestige.
No,
Black
I
Ops
think
4.
Black Ops 4 is when it stopped. I think Black Ops 3 is when it stopped, because Black Ops 3 you can get to like a level 1,000 or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
But
Let me ask you this: do they come out with campaigns still?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
this one was it's actually the worst reviewed campaign of all time.
I
this
heard
year.
that it wasn't really a campaign.
Yeah, it's really not.
I heard that it was like almost like DMZ Warzone type shit.
The fuck? I was gonna play it, but
No,
'cause,
it's literally reviewed as the worst COD campaign of all
That's
time.
crazy.
Like it has like a 4 out of 10 score.
Because you know how like campaigns are like scripted, like you go through it. Oh, there's no Russian,
Yeah, like
there's
mission.
no Russian mission, and then it goes to cutscene, right? And then like the campaign when you go hunt down General Shepard, like there's cutscenes and then you're like interactive. I heard that this one was like it would be a cutscene and you're thrown into like the airplane of like the
Yeah.
Warzone airplane, and then you just drop in and like do an objective, and then it's back to
Okay.
a cutscene. That's what I heard.
Yeah, because I've been playing the zombies, and that's exactly how it is. It's like you
Mm.
have certain missions like for the story mode, and you gotta like drop in and do them. But like
Yeah.
it's like
Mm.
it's not really like a story. So I don't know
Yeah.
if that's probably how the
I think
campaign is.
I think that's what it is. It's like the same exact
Probably
thing.
DMZ.
What about
like,
you, Jim? Where's your heads at? As far as
Modern Warfare
gaming?
3 was sick back in the day. The old Modern
Like
Warfare
2013?
3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
What-
original
what-
one.
what's
What's
2013?
the best one?
No, it's 2011.
So
No
good.
shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure MW3 is
2011?
2011.
I don't know if you guys ever remember going to
I
the
think
secret
so,
room,
yeah.
the trophy room. Do you guys remember
Yeah.
the trophy room?
That was MW2.
Yeah, that's MW2.
Okay.
They both had it.
Modern Warfare 2.
All the Infinity War campaigns had it besides COD 4. Like when you would have the ending, the little trophy room where like you're in a museum.
Yeah, I think
that one.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can fucking fight those fools.
When you push
Yeah,
the
yeah,
button.
yeah. They all start going after you.
That shit was
where you
That
go to
shit
the
was
front
badass.
desk and you said, "Do not push the red button." You press it, and just everyone. attacks you.
Everybody starts.
I'll
You
be
got
in
like
this shit for
juggernauts and
so
shit.
Dude, that
Yeah.
shit was
fucking
so fun.
tigers or no dogs.
Dogs, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, there's some kind of animal that were, I don't know, it was sick. But I like story games, role playing. What's God of War?
RPG. It's
RPG.
like, well, God of War is like action RPG, like action adventure RPG.
I'm fucking
Okay.
you got, all hands down favorite game series all time. Jack and Dexter.
Jack and Daxter, really?
Yeah,
I don't think. I
dude.
feel like
Jack 3 sick.
I actually didn't really play that.
I didn't really play it either. I remember playing it like a little bit when I was younger, but I don't remember the story at all.
You guys ever play Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, Ratchet
Yes.
and Clank. I played
Imagine
it.
that, but way fucking cooler.
Really,
Way fucking cooler.
Ratchet and Clank is a good game though.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
is.
way better than that.
I feel Ratchet and Clank had cool, intricate weapons.
Uh huh.
Jack and Dexter just had the storyline, the energy, the powers, and the buildup of like how Jack developed through his years and like the whole story. Like fucking 3 connects to 1 in a crazy way. Like
Okay.
past, future, fucking time
What
travel.
system was that on?
PlayStation?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he's repping it today.
Oh, I
Hey, I'm
Yeah, to bring
PlayStation
that
game
up.
too, bro.
Yeah, PS5. all the
Were
way.
you guys
PlayStation game.
PlayStation 1994, best year ever.
were you guys PS3 or Xbox 360 kind of guys? Huh?
I was PS3. Fuck Xbox.
You?
Yeah, PS3.
No, I was playing the 360 a lot because of Halo. Halo Reach was, oh my god, it
Facts.
was fucking
Halo
peak.
3.
It was peak. Halo 3 was good.
Halo 3.
All the Halos up until Halo Reach were all amazing. Halo
I
4
agree.
was okay. But yeah, once my Xbox Live ran out, I said, fuck this. I'm going to fucking PS3. I don't have to pay for online. Bet. I'm not gonna pay $60 extra every year for online.
And
Yeah.
then boom.
And then yeah.
And they said, no,
And then
we're
they
gonna.
said, no, you're gonna
we're
pay
gonna cash
$15 a
in."
month.
That was two big reasons. I always wanted an Xbox, but
Uh-huh.
I never got one. One, the fucking controllers were too big for my hand.
Yep.
Yeah, the
And wait
wide,
until
the
like
wide
the
ones.
fucking last. They got decent. They got better. But the first one, oh my god.
Like the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Like when a Halo 1 and
Fucking-
Halo
Oh, that
2.
was like that
Big
one where it was
boy.
like a fucking circle on the
Yeah.
top of it, right?
And then you had to like do this.
It was like
Oh.
a big
Yeah.
ass GameCube controller.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Bro.
It was a thick boy. I literally could not reach the button.
That was a fun system too. I used to play the Halo 1 campaign with my dad, and he'd play on Legendary.
Oh, because you play split screen, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So he would play on Legendary, and like he would. I would just like go along, and he'd carry me, bro.
Oh, he was that good?
He was good at Halo. Him and his like work buddies would like have like LAN parties. And,
Damn,
like,
that's-
and then
Classic.
That's so cool to think
right.
about.
So then once like so like my dad actually played video games with me growing up a decent amount. Like we'll play FIFA and stuff.
I
Like he
wish.
doesn't he can't do the shooter games no more because like he gets a headache. But all the sports games he can still play. But yeah, he used to do the LAN parties and then kind of stopped. And my uncle did the same thing, got us into like COD 4 and like we did like little LAN parties for Halo and
Yeah.
Halo 4 and like other COD games. And like growing up, video games have been like a huge part of like my childhood.
That's like my entire childhood. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna lie.
Same.
What's called before we even like started the pod, I know you guys want to talk about like your guys' favorite games ever. Like, do you think it's still that one you were just telling us about?
Jack and Dexter definitely has my heart, but in recent times, God of War,
Which one?
God of War 3 was great.
3 was badass.
That's the final one of the Greek arc.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's fucking great. But when they started the
The
Nordic,
Norse?
holy fuck, I cried.
Dude.
I pissed my pants.
Jormungandr though, insane.
Jormungandr.
The world serpent.
Oh,
The
yeah,
big ass
yeah,
snake,
yeah, yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
That was like what caught me on that game.
I wish
was
we coulda,
holy
like,
fuck.
Not fought him, but like I wanted more interaction with
Yeah,
him.
I agree. I think there could have been more with that.
I actually haven't played that much of the newer God of Wars, but like I love just what I've played and like what I've watched.
I mean, I have Ragnarok if you want to borrow it.
Shit.
Yeah,
Is that the first one?
No, it's the second one.
Okay, I need
The first one, if you have PlayStation Plus, you can play the first one.
I'm gonna
for
play the
free.
first one through, and then I'll play like the second one after that.
Did you ever beat the Valkyrie Queen?
Yeah, I did. Sigrun.
On what level though?
I didn't do it on the hardest level.
Oh, bro.
I never played that game on the hardest level.
I challenged myself, dude. It's fucking hard.
yeah, dude, I know. I struggled with it
How long
even
did it
on the
take you?
regular.
dude. Months. I remember the moment I like spent like 3 days
Yeah.
just fucking getting the combos down, getting
Yeah.
all the perks. Like, all right, I need a health burst. I need fucking this. I need that. I set up a perfect armor set for like my style of fighting. I got the combos down. I got her fucking attacks in, and I fucking did it. I fucking did it. I fucking did it. I'm pretty sure I have a recording of it
Oh,
somewhere on my
shit,
phone.
man, that's
I was so stoked. I felt like I fucking conquered the world. I won the lottery.
Uh-huh.
Felt so proud of myself. I'm like, I'm a fucking god of war.
So how long did it take you all the way through, like as far as like total playtime to beat that?
Well, the thing, like, the Valkyrie Queen is a post-game mission.
Yeah, it's
Right.
an after game fight. Like it's
But
post
you played it on the highest difficulty, so it was hella hard, right?
Oh,
So you
dude.
must have took a decent amount of time to beat it, right?
like months.
Really?
I pride myself on beating games like fast as fuck.
Uh-huh.
I agree.
Yeah.
The thing is with that one though is like you have to beat all the other Valkyries to lead up to that Valkyrie, and there's like 8 of them total. And
In a row,
Mm,
or no?
I mean, not really in a row. You can kind of like split between different ones.
Uh-huh.
But after you beat all of them, you have to face her, and she has.
8? I feel like
I think
there's 5.
like, I could be wrong. I don't know why I was
Maybe
thinking
there's
8, but
8.
maybe there's like 6. But the queen has all their has every single one's moveset combined.
Oh, and you gotta face that one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's always that one bitch ass move.
Yes. Is it the one where she fucking? I think it's like she flies at you or something. She grabs you, right? It's like a grab attack.
Yeah. And,
Yes.
The dive, her dive.
Yeah, the dive, because you can't see what she's doing.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
just gotta
timing.
fucking dodge.
Yeah, it's
you
just
just gotta
timing.
fucking roll, baby, roll, baby, roll.
Yeah.
But so you'd say your favorite of all time is God of War, probably?
Yes. There was this one that It's fucking right up the alley. It's called Detroit Human.
Oh
Detroit
yeah, I know that
Became
one.
Human?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that one.
That one. That one's cool, but it's just not enough action for me. I like action and
Yeah.
story. You give me fucking
Because I know
violence
Detroit
and-
Human
and
was like
love.
more story, huh? More story than
like a
action.
choice game.
Yeah.
yeah, it's choice game. Androids taking over the city, and like you can fucking take over the city, or they can all stay slaves. Crazy.
What about you, Justin? What's your go-to all time?
All time, I don't even know, honestly, because I haven't like really dabbled like too much into like much single player games. I was like mostly just Call of Duty like throughout all the years,
Right.
just grinding Call of Duty. That's it. So honestly, all time, I'd probably say Modern Warfare 3 probably.
3?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I agree.
do you
I
have-
mean,
I was gonna say, do you have a favorite gun set or like perk?
MP7 silence.
MP7. Nice, dude.
Yeah, I already
Ever since
know.
the first day I played that game, I got the MP7, bro. I was like, oh my god,
So-
I love this gun.
Wait, so you'd even say MW3 over MW2 or Black Ops 2?
Yeah, over Black Ops 2 for sure.
Yeah.
But MW2, MW3, it's like a close debate. But
Yeah.
I think
Ooh.
MW3 honestly wins just because of like how much time I put into that game. And
As far as maps though, did you like MW2's maps better or MW3's?
MW3 for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, MW3 still had terminal. They still had a lot of the OG like maps, and
Hard
they had their
hat,
new one.
dome,
Hard hat, don't.
bro. MW3 had
And
some
the-
like low key
All the
banger
2v2 and
maps.
3v3
The face off
map,
maps.
Bro, the face
oh my
off
god,
maps were crazy. good.
best game mode they ever made. I don't know why they ever
Facts.
got rid of it.
But I don't know. I feel like MW2. I love the maps in that.
I feel
There's,
like it's a nostalgia trip. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of them are kind of shit.
Cause no, I was 9 years old when I played MW2, and like I would get shit on, but I still loved it. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like a nostalgia trip.
That's true. Yeah.
I feel like if you played the maps in the new COD nowadays, you would think they're terrible. I mean, there's like obviously
Well, they play differently because the
do.
movement's different, and there's sliding, and there's all this other stuff. You couldn't climb up certain areas before, you know.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like now you're kind of more self-aware of like how maps should be played out.
Yeah.
So it's like when you play them nowadays compared to how like they used to be played. Like, I mean, yeah, I guess the playstyle is different, but
Yeah.
there are some bad maps for sure.
I remember when they introduced the slide. It was like a game changer.
in
And
Ghost,
Ghost, Call of Duty Ghost.
Yeah.
Did you guys like Ghost? I low-key liked it.
is okay. Good for competitive, horrible for
A great campaign too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I played Ghost, but I did play Sticks and Stones.
Six of Stones is fun.
You ever play Six?
Yeah,
Stones?
on BO1.
Yeah.
Black Ops 1 hella fun. Wager matches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Ops 1's a fucking good one too, where it's like it had everything.
It
The
was
zombies was
super
great. The multiplayer was fun, and the campaign was good too.
A lot of people say Black Ops 1's like their top 3 COD, and I don't agree. I think Black Ops 1 was
Still top 5 though, no?
maybe. I don't know. I'm very divisive
Mm-hmm.
on BO1. I hate how cartoony that game is. I don't know why. I'm just not a fan of it, and I feel like that game being so one gun dominant with like the FAMAS, like I feel like it kind of just ruined the game.
Now I will say MW3
FAMAS.
had hella balance. It had all the maps, the weapons were all good. There wasn't any like crazy weapons, and like the sniping was balanced too, to where it's like
Sniping was fun.
it was fun, and it was also balanced to where like all the snipers like were usable.
Yes.
And they weren't OP as fuck to where like you had to run snipers all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Because like for me, when I was playing like Black Ops 2, I was only running a sniper because, bro, I can just shit on everyone, one tap them. Like
Yeah.
ADS speed was crazy, and like the time to kill was still good on Black Ops 2. But like, bro, if you're playing against a sniper, you're not fucking doing shit.
On BO2?
Yeah, you're not. But in MW3, you can get around it. You know.
I feel like I don't know. I come from like a competitive standpoint, so it's like I look at it differently when it
Yeah.
comes to that. So I feel like
Because there's more balance in competitive, right? Like
But
you
there's-
can't
the
do
thing is,
shit
like-
that you can do in multiplayer, like in normal pubs.
you're right, but I feel like there's also a counter for everything when it comes to competitive. Like that's just the way I think. Like I don't think anything is too OP.
The only counter to the fucking quick scoping in Black Ops 2 was like the Remington or
Yes,
like
the
the
shotguns.
KSGs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're just running gunning, you're fucked.
Yeah, no, you're
'Cause
right.
You'll be shooting at someone and boom, just hit you from the side. You're
with
fucked.
the fucking slug rounds.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you? What was your favorite game of all time?
Ooh, I have a lot of choices. I'm not gonna lie, but if I'm gonna boil it down to one, it's definitely Bad Fur Day. That's hands down my favorite game of all
What,
time.
like what kind
Which
of
one?
what is that? I never played
Classic.
N64. It's
What's the game called?
Bad Fur Day. Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Huh.
It's I don't ever know how to explain it because it's like one of those like one of a kind type games. but it's basically like a compilation of like a reenactment of like a spoof on a lot of movies, and it takes place in one like entire day. It's basically a drunken squirrel trying to find his lover and trying to save her, but like goes through like a bunch of different things. Like there's like scenes where he's fighting the fucking alien from Alien versus Predator. He's
my God.
Fucking on Saving Private Ryan on D-Day. Like he's running on the beach and there's just squirrels just getting blown up and just fucking the teddies versus the bear, the squirrels, bro. It's like,
Bro,
it's so over the top, but it is literally my favorite game of all time. There's nothing that matches
fucking
it.
N64 and fucking play it like
One
together.
more time. Spell it out for me.
What? The name?
The day, yeah.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Okay. I got it. Conquer
N64
Bad
game.
Fur Day.
Yeah,
Like a
made
fur.
by exactly.
Okay.
It's made by Rare. The people who made, I don't know why I'm blanking. I can't think of what else they made, but they're like a huge N64 publisher. I'm pretty sure they made GoldenEye.
Nice.
GoldenEye was fucking amazing.
I never
on
played
the
it.
GameCube.
Never
I would
played
get
it.
shit on because those fucking my older cousins, they were always on that shit. No one else could play it besides them. And when you would get that fourth controller, they would fucking
They'd shit on you.
gang up on you. They wouldn't even like play each other. They just fucking kill you until like they beat you senseless to where you don't want to play no more. But like a lot of us were stubborn. We'd take that fucking L over and over and over, and like they'd win or whatever. But like it was still fun as fuck.
That's how it always is.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Smash Bros didn't make the list. I feel like that's a classic,
Yeah.
like brotherly, cousinly.
It's a classic, but
So generic.
I don't want
Or-
to say generic. I think it's just more so like I didn't grow up playing fighting games, so
I
that's
grew up playing
different.
Smash, honestly.
I mean, I grew up playing it, but not
But-
to the point where like I'm like a fighting game legend.
Yeah, it would probably be in my top if I was better at it.
True.
What's yours?
Yeah, what's your top
Um,
game? Your favorite game of all time?
So, playing Halo a lot. I love the Halo games. Like 2 and 3 are definitely up there. COD, obviously, like the campaigns for the entire Modern Warfare series is amazing. So like any one of those Modern Warfare games, I could easily throw up there. So Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, I can see myself liking it and being my top COD. But it's in between Black Ops 2 just because like that was when I was kind of starting to get really good.
Yeah.
And actually like being good at the game and like sniping. But honestly, I'd have to probably say Fortnite, like OG Fortnite when it first came out.
Fortnite?
I promise
Oh,
you.
you are a fucking
Dude,
zoomer.
bro, 'cause,
There's
like-
no way you said
Cause
Fortnite.
dude, literally, like all of my cousins and stuff, we all grew up playing like video games together, right? So the fact that we all grew up playing together, and I moved here to Vegas, so like we'd still play online, like we play all the CODs, we play zombies together, and there was like a year where like COD started getting shit, you know, and we stopped playing. I didn't buy the new COD. We didn't play any of the Madden games or any of the FIFA games. So like there was just a disconnect to where like I wasn't playing games with my cousins anymore.
Yeah.
And my cousin was like, "Yo, download Fortnite. It's really fun. Like there's nothing like it. There's this building. There's all this cool stuff. And like this is like right when like season 1 dropped. I'm like, nah, I don't really want to play nothing. And then I was in a relationship at that time. And then when that shit like went south and like I just needed something to like lock in on, usually it was like soccer or something. And soccer was going through a bunch of shit too, where it's like I wasn't really focused on it, and like I couldn't concentrate, and like the love for it wasn't as strong as when I first started playing soccer. And like I was like, you know what, fuck it. I don't really have any friends right now. My fucking girlfriend's like tripping, and like soccer is just not what it is. Sure, let's play this game and let's see what Fortnite is about. And when we played it, I'm like, yo, fuck, this game is actually fun as fuck, and it made me fall in love with video games again. So I mean, part of that is like a psychological aspect of it, to where maybe like gameplay wise or just how the game played, maybe I'm biased to it, but like that game kind of saved me and my cousin's like just relationship as far as like how we like reconnected again. That was the game that jump started it again. So like there's a more of a sentimental value to it, to where it's like I gotta throw it up there. And you can't lie, like OG Prime Fortnite was fun as fuck. Like
It was.
I fucking hate Fortnite.
when did you start playing?
Fucking season 1.
Really?
Yeah, but I fucking I could. I was like, what the fuck? Who builds fucking shit? I'm trying to shoot some motherfuckers.
He just couldn't
and
keep up. That's why.
I'm building shit.
So
and I
even
get
in
fucking shot.
so
I'm like,
even-
what the fuck? I thought I was listening to
Even in
shit.
season 1 when everyone sucked at building, you couldn't keep up.
I was late to season 1. I just
Because season 1, like the most advanced
Dude,
building was like
yeah.
a ramp.
I know.
Hey,
A ramp
cut
and
me
a
some
few
slack.
walls. every
Right.
now and then.
Because I literally didn't start playing until like the very end of like Christmas. So that was like season 2, I think.
Oh, I played the day it came out.
So yeah, they were playing it and stuff, and they were like winning and stuff. But actually, I might have played like a little bit before Christmas. But yeah,
I got a victory or two. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I can play
yeah.
Did you play
That fucking
solo all the
sucks.
time, or did you play with people?
solo.
That's why you fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Solo's boring.
You had
as
to play
shit.
with someone.
Dude, solo
Yeah,
will
that's
drive
all-
you insane. Like
yeah.
a
But-
lot of it just comes down to luck at that point.
Huh.
But other than that, I could
Yeah.
maybe say Minecraft might be up there too. I fucking loved to play Minecraft growing up because like that was a game where I could play with my little cousins. Like that's a game where they want to go throw that on. I could play Minecraft with my little sister or something. Like that's something where, you know.
So I'm starting to see that like a trend as far as like your attachments like gaming.
It's not like the game; it's the people. Right?
Yeah,
yeah.
you like attach it more to sentimental and like emotional value than like the
Right.
game itself, which is perfectly fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I guess coming from like my point of view, I'm more so like the complete opposite. So
Right.
it's like
'Cause,
when I
like,
think of favorite game of all time, I think of like damn,
a
like
single player game. Yeah, and that's you
Yeah.
locked in
Yeah,
on, in that game.
Because
Yeah.
like you're in the story. Like you
Yeah.
are the character.
like you're
like,
invested.
fucking Jack and Dexter. That shit is fucking long fucking game.
I'd
or a
say,
long series.
As far as single player games though, I'd say like the Arkham series. I loved playing the Batman games.
They're cool.
They're fucking awesome.
I think the combat in them is really fucking cool because
and it
that's the
was-
same combat they have in the new Spider-Man's. now.
Right. Spider-Man didn't evolve that shit. They just advanced
Yeah.
what Batman did.
Exactly.
And it's kind of crazy how ahead of the of it like
Of its
ahead,
time it
ahead
was,
of its
yeah.
time it was, and like they were doing that shit on the PS3, bro. You know?
Dude, and the graphics still like hold up to this day, which is insane to think about. Like if you go back and look
PS2?
at it, no, PS3.
PS3.
Okay, I will say PS3. Yeah.
And then PS4. But like if you go back and look at the graphics,
Like
bro,
Arkham Knight looks beautiful on the PS5.
Arkham
right now.
Knight looks fucking insane. Like I
Oh my
don't
God.
understand how they were that far ahead, or like either that or they just haven't progressed enough.
Yeah, and just everything about that game. You had
I like that.
you had Mark Hamill, the OG voice of Joker in the animated series, and then Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman. He's voicing Batman, and like just everything about it.
Wait, they were voicing in that game?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
Mark Hamill was voicing in that game.
He was voicing Joker,
What?
and Kevin Conroy was voicing Batman, and then the only one where they didn't voice them was Arkham Origins because that was like a filler game.
Yeah.
To give them time to build for Arkham Knight.
I did not know that.
So
That's
yeah,
actually cool as
so the
fuck.
entire trilogy, it was the two voice actors for the original animated series when Batman the Animated Series debuted, and they're in the game.
Damn, that actually kind of makes me fuck with it more now.
Yeah, and rest in peace, Kevin Conroy, but he passed. That one hurt me.
Was that how long ago did he pass?
Like earlier this year, I think.
Oh, that was this year?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, but it's in Mark Hamill already said I'm not touching any more Joker stuff unless Kevin's there, and the fact that he passed.
Oh, because
I'm
they were
probably
like the
done.
duo when it
They
came
were
to
the
that?
duo, bro.
Damn.
Because a lot of people know Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, but
Yeah.
a lot of people know him as Joker. He's like the iconic voice of Joker, other than maybe Heath Ledger, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I could
He
say
voiced
that.
him in the TV shows or just in the video games?
The TV shows, the video games, a few other animated series, you know, like just movies and stuff. But
Never knew that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say that. Like, I could say what you're saying, or for me, it's the game. It's not necessarily the game; it's the people. I'd say that. Yeah. Because like, there's games that are shit right now, but I'll still play them because I'll play them with. Well, we're playing like OG. We're playing like
Ooh.
2K.
the OG 4.
That's a good
it's
one.
really not OG 4 right now. Like they just dropped the OG map, and I'm playing with Buppy. I'm playing with Ikikai, or actually Compa Way now.
Go Bawe.
And Thomas.
Wow.
We were playing with Thomas too, and we were just playing Fortnite. And I mean, the game's fucked right now, but I mean, we're having fun because it's us, you know. So,
Shittiest game you guys ever played?
ooh,
Oh wait,
worst
before we
game?
get on that, I really gotta make a shout out. Killzone 3. Great
Kill
fucking
Zone 3 was
game.
good.
Kill Zone 3
That
was
was a good one.
fucking
Kill
That
Zone
was
3
a
was
good
good.
That's a sleeper too. A
That
lot
is
of people don't know that
sleeper.
one.
Because that was the PS3's like debut game or like one of their debut.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
that game was so good. I was obsessed with that game when I was younger.
Dude, so good.
Damn.
Anyways,
Played.
shittiest games. Now that we went over all the good games, unless anyone had any good games they want to mention.
Shittiest game? No, I don't got no good game.
I mean, I could mention a lot, but I'll leave that up for another time.
Shittiest game, you're just like, what the fuck? Like you beat it and you're like, that's it.
Oh, I can't even think about that right now.
I wouldn't say this game is shitty because it's actually a great game, but I was shit at the game and my experience was shit. Elden Ring.
This guy's crazy.
I,
Oh my god, there's no way you just said that.
that game.
Kyle's about to beat your ass.
Oh,
that,
no.
That game hurts my soul. I cannot get
Why
through
did I
it.
think of Skyrim? Skyrim is such a great game.
Dude, literally, like, I was going through the game, and then I clicked the bloodstain. I'm like, oh, what is this? So I thought it was like a guy telling me where to go, and he jumps off the fucking cliff. So I was like, all right, I guess there's like that's where I'm supposed to go. I jump off the cliff. You have died. I was like,
Well,
I'm like,
you
I'm like,
picked
all right,
up a bloodstain.
I know,
What do you
God,
think?
I know.
Like, blood.
and then
Death.
I was like, all right, whatever, all right, fine. That tells me that I'm gonna die. And then I'm like, I run into this field, and there's this big ass fucking monster. I'm like, yo, like, can I get past this? Try to run around it. Fucking just shits on me, and that's like, okay, now I guess I was supposed to lose that fight, and that was like, this is what's gonna happen for the rest of the game. Like, you're gonna get shit on, you know. And then I was like, all right, whatever, try to get through it, and then get to that little open world, and like there's a centaur looking dude just shits on me, and bro, I just couldn't get through it. And then I run past him, and there's like this fucking giant troll that falls from a bridge and shits on me. And I couldn't get through it, bro. Like, I know it's a good game, like people love it, like that kind of play style, like it's fun to kind of test yourself. It's and like, but I couldn't get past it, bro.
Very
I'm not
fun.
calling it a shit game. I'm just saying that's a game I just could not enjoy.
That's
I agree.
Yeah, Justin can definitely agree
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Oh my God.
I had to carry him through a few bosses.
I
and
was
he
going
like, nah, I can't do
through
it.
it.
Oh
playing
my
that
God.
game, bro.
Dude, he was stuck on Margit for I think like 3 or 4 hours.
Who's Margit?
The first main boss that you
The
play.
big troll dude? Or no?
He's like the one that you meet at like
Spikes
the
or some
gate.
shit.
Not the troll that jumps down, but like when you go up the gate and you go up into the castle, he's like the first main boss that you go up against.
Okay.
Don't worry, I had the same problem. I needed help too. But I
couldn't
like
do
that game, but I just fucking
It's so hard.
had
bro.
to I had to fucking beef up real quick.
That's what makes it so fun. Is because it's so
No.
hard. It's like a learning curve. Like I feel like that's what's so enjoyable is like how he was saying about fucking God of War. When you finally beat it, you feel like, bro, like I fucking did that.
fucking-
But I
like
feel
I
like
learned that shit and I did that.
doesn't God of War ease you in though with like these low tier guys, and then like as the story progresses, you could take on that queen at the very end when you know all your combos, you fought all the bosses.
Depends on the difficulty.
Yeah. It's very
'Cause
dependent.
The first monster
Uh-huh.
that you face like in the tutorial is fucking hard.
Yeah,
you like die in one hit.
Okay.
But see, that's a thing with games with difficulty. Like, if you have like an actual difficulty slider, you could obviously adjust the experience. So like,
Right.
not everything is going to be balanced based on the level that you pick. But like with Elden Ring and like Souls games, like there is no level. It's just strictly based off of your skill, and they make it so like it's obviously a challenge at first, but it progressively gets harder and harder as the game goes. But like realistically, if you beat the game one time and then you rerun it again on like the harder level, bro, you're gonna beat the first boss like probably first try.
That's true, yeah.
It's just a learning curve. That's really all it comes down to.
Have you seen that lady who created a controller
You showed me that with her brain, right?
with the brain waves?
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
This lady connected a brain scanner and modulated to where when it picks up brain waves in certain areas of the brain, it will like she like coded a controller like with this modulator to like work with the game to like go up, down, left, right, attack, like do all the buttons.
Dude.
She played like she did it. She
Part of that
fucking
could fuck you
did
up though,
it.
huh? Like you'd be thinking like, I wonder if I could try that, and it tries it. You're like, oh shit, I was just thinking about it. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that would be.
I think the way she explained it was like if she thinks of butterflies, like that, like image creation and brainwave patterns will activate like her moving forward.
Oh, because it was like certain keywords, right?
Like keywords were like just whichever way her brain activated in like whichever part, like that's what like correlated to the button.
So like
Okay.
the frontal lobe would go forward.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of understand what you're saying now.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What's your top can't play this game?
I'm trying to think. Like,
I want to hear Justin's because I don't know what games he plays besides like Val and 2K. So
2K is fucking ass. Pay to win bullshit.
every year.
I had to buy VC to enjoy the game. I've been thinking this whole time. I literally can't even like think. That's probably how bad
the
game
first
was.
UFC game.
That
What?
shit was so fun, dude.
The first UFC.
You think it was ass?
Yeah.
What?
That shit was,
It was-
fun, bro.
It was fun, but like, they just didn't have the controls down for the moves. The first UFC.
Because but I liked it because fuck the grappling. Like I can't keep up with these new UFC games where they're grappling. I'm like, I gotta fucking spin the fucking the joystick. Dude. Back then, in UFC 1, it was scraps. Like, let's go. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Anderson Silva, I'm gonna meet you in the middle with Anderson Silva, and we
Fucking
go
just
scrap.
kick.
Straight fucking just tomahawk elbows and shit, just fucking flying at each other, Superman punches.
Right. And that shit was just a fucking brawlhalla of just MMA, fucking Mortal Kombat, just
Yeah.
craziness.
That shit was fun as fuck.
Yeah.
And I don't even like fighting games like that.
I'm trying to think. What was the fucking game? I was like, fuck this game. Oh, Resident Evil.
Which one?
2 on the PlayStation 1.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the original.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't fucking figure out how to shoot.
How long ago was this though? Like, was this
I was
recent?
like 8, 9.
Oh, okay.
That boy, like, the
It was
only
on
reason why he hates
PlayStation
Resident
1.
Evil is because he was scared shit.
Yeah, okay. So I couldn't shoot. I didn't know, I didn't realize how to shoot. I was pushing, like, at first, like, I didn't know you had to do the R1, R2. Or, like, you had to hold R1 and then triangle or something. It was some weird combo.
Yeah.
And I kept dying. And every time you died, it came up with a fucking, like, you died with a fucking monster zombie face. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You get scared every
Yeah,
time.
I was scared as shit. And I was like, fuck this. Like, I keep dying. This fucking vampire, like, he's fucking swooping at me, like, you're dead. I'm like,
yeah.
fuck this. So, fuck Resident Evil. I like the shooter shit. I like like Dave & Buster's and shit. Like, fuck
Oh,
with
like
that
those
shit.
arcade games?
Arcade fire.
Bro was taking all the girls to that.
But-
He's like, this is how you shoot. Like,
No, wasn't he?
she's like, big germ. She's like, oh my god. Is this how I shoot
Germ.
it? He's like,
You know how to handle
he's
your
like, yeah,
guns.
you're doing it right there. Whoa, that recoil.
Wasn't he the one hitting like all those big bucks on that fucking hunting game too?
Oh,
You
yeah.
were.
Wasn't he going
You
crazy
were
on that
kicking
game?
my ass.
Yeah,
Actually.
he was going
yeah, he was. He
crazy.
was.
I like shooting games.
Yeah, he
Dude.
knows. He
What
knows
about
his
you?
shooting. Shittiest game I've ever played. I've played so many games. I guess what I should say recently, shittiest game I played, Hogwarts Legacy. I couldn't. That game is so boring.
Was
Like,
it the ending?
I didn't even play it all the way through. I literally have played probably like.
I liked
Damn.
it.
He said, this shit's so ass. I'm not
It's
even
just-
gonna finish.
Okay, but the thing is like
Pretty basic though.
that's the problem. It's because I'm so obsessed with Elden Ring and like the standard that's at right now that like anything below that just does not interest me. And Hogwarts Legacy just had so many just like standard basic level just like
2 storyline. It was all story.
yeah, it's just I can't get into that. Especially like the combat too is like you're just fucking hitting the wand button. That's all you're doing. Levioso. Inferno. Like
Low-key,
some,
I
just
want
some
to
stupid
I want to
shit.
It was
ask
all
my
about
cousins
Inferno,
what
though.
some of the shittiest games we played because I low-key there's been some shitty ones honestly. We just can't think of them, huh?
That's the only recent one. I
Calling
can
in
think
a
of.
lifeline.
I got mine.
Which one?
What is it?
Metal Gear Solid.
Really?
Whatever.
Metal Gear Solid 5?
I think it might have been that one.
The one I
It's
have
the-
downloaded,
It's
right?
the one you start in the hospital. And
Oh yeah, it's Metal Gear Solid 5.
Dude.
You're crazy.
Nah, bro. I played that first mission and I was like, yeah, this game is fucking ass. I'm not playing
That's
this shit.
not
I
the game
deleted
though. That's just the prologue.
I got two. I
The
got two
gameplay
games.
was shit.
No, it's not. I promise you, it's good.
Great game. I just couldn't fucking figure out how to play it. Final Fantasy 7, 12.
It's a
7?
I think it might have been 7 or
It's an acquired
12.
taste. It's a lot of grinding.
Okay.
Final Fantasy was fucking so hard and like so confusing.
Is this the one where it's like turn based, like where it's kind of like how it's like Pokemon, where you choose an attack and then
I don't know.
It?
I didn't even get past the fucking demo.
Really?
Most of the
Yeah.
games are like that, where you choose your attack, you heal or you don't heal, and you have.
But that's
three
what I'm
characters.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, are you talking about like the?
I'm pretty sure 7 is one of those games. Was 7 Lightning?
I don't know. I just remember
the main character
the
like a
first
pink haired
demo
girl?
was like you're in a room and it's like a holographic room. I don't know. I didn't even play it. I just know I couldn't get past the prologue. And I was like, fuck this game.
Recent or old?
Old. Way old.
Okay, so I definitely don't remember that. 'Cause
But Hogwarts is your go-to shittiest game. You think?
of this year, yeah.
Or just ever.
No, not ever.
Just ever.
Ever?
Did you ever play?
That's so hard.
It is hard.
What's the one everyone said is like the knockoff Iron Man? It started with
Infamous?
Apex. No. Infamous was sick.
Infamous is hella good.
It's kind of cool, yeah. I liked it.
Fucking. It's
Hey.
a shooting game and you're like in a fucking mecha suit.
Oh, fucking.
Samus? Like
no,
that.
he's talking about Titanfall.
Titanfall is fun though.
I was literally just thinking that. I was like,
Titanfall
that game
was
was
fun.
shit.
That game was not shit. Actually, that game was good.
Shit was kind of fun.
That game was
That
good.
shit was kind of fun,
It's
bro.
kinda
Oh,
mid.
yeah.
Nah, see, that's the thing. Like,
It didn't live up
The
to the
fucking
hype for
Titan
sure.
assassinations.
I don't think I ever did those.
That shit was creepy. Like, you like punch the fucking shit out of
And
the.
you take them out, right?
You throw them out and you shoot them, and you jump in. You're like,
No, that shit was fucking
and you
lit.
can wall run and shit.
Because it has the same movement as Apex Legends.
Yeah.
And that movement is the best movement system in any
Yeah.
game I've ever played.
Apex, I love Apex, but it's so hard. It's so like the tryhards in the game. Like, oh, you're fucked.
Oh, yeah. Nowadays, I can't
Yeah.
do it. Because I played it when it first came out, like Fortnite.
Low key, I was like, the Elden Ring one was more of like my experience. The game was actually good.
Yeah.
Infinite Warfare was pretty bad.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Because I wholeheartedly agree with
I
that.
hate that one.
Worst COD of all time.
Cause like Advanced Warfare's movement system was actually good.
Yeah.
Infinite Warfare tried to do the same thing, but just shit.
Horrible.
You know, and like we already had Black Ops 3. We already had Infinite Advanced Warfare. We're done with the fucking jump shit. Like, bro, like go back to COD. We can't do this shit no more. And they still dropped it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
I think the only saving grace was the fact that they dropped COD 4 Remastered. If they did not drop COD 4 Remastered with Infinite Warfare, I probably would have quit COD.
Right, me too. But when we got remastered, it literally was just COD 4 Remastered, and they didn't change nothing. They kept everything the same, and
Yeah.
the game played well, and I liked it.
But the cool thing was I never played COD 4 when it came out. So like to me, it was like a brand new game.
That was my first. I mean, I played like the big red one and shit, like the old ones.
Oh
like,
yeah, like
World
Call of
War
Duty
II.
2 or some shit like
Right,
that.
but COD 4 was like the game that got me into COD. Like it made me switch from like being like a Halo guy to like, oh shit, Call of Duty is here. You know?
Do you hold COD 4 to a higher standard than MW2?
No,
No?
it's the game that got me into COD. But
That's
but
what's interesting.
But Modern Warfare 2 is so good, bro. The campaign, it breaks your heart when you play it.
Dude,
It's-
pulling the knife out of your fucking chest to throw it at General Shepard's eye is literally the best gaming moment of all time.
The knife flip,
I'll do the knife flip, the twirl,
and then this motherfucker's like, Captain Price, you bitch.
and then he
I'm gonna kill Soap while I kill you too. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
looks up, takes it right to the eye. Crazy.
And then you're like carried, and then Nikolai's like, he's like, the whole world's gonna try to kill us now. Where do we go? And Nikolai's like, nah, I know a place. Cut scene. Bro, I was like,
the song, bro. Oh
and
my
back,
god.
Back to bro's point when he said MW3 is his favorite. MW3 kicks off, and you're like, you're in the helicopter, and Price is like telling you, Soap, stay with me, Soap. And it kicks off, and like, boom, you're right there back in the action, like where
Yeah.
you left off in 2009. I'm like, what?
Dude,
And dude, MW3 had a dope campaign too.
Yeah.
craziest
campaign
trilogy
was
of all
fire.
time.
Best ending ever too. Like Makarov, this fucking menace, bro. This fucking menace. No Russian, and he's over here doing the craziest shit, fucking kidnapping the president's daughter, and like kidnapping the president, and like, oh, and then you finally see him at the end. You just get to. Oh, it's so good, bro.
I know. Fucking strangle his
Yeah,
ass.
it's
Oh
so,
my god.
That's how I felt. That energy, that like fucking when Kratos fought Boulder. But
Oh, Baldur? Yeah, I know. That was a good one too.
that fucking fight scene, fucking
Badass. Yep.
Dude.
That was another good one too.
But I will say though, COD 4 the all gillied up mission, dude, that mission is so
yeah,
good.
that
And then you
mission
get
is
to
good.
try to go assassinate Zakayev.
Oh yeah, with the sniper rifle,
big
the
sniper-
50
oh,
cal.
the 50 cal. Dude, I don't know. Like, I think the Modern Warfare series, as far as COD goes, is the best campaign of all time.
For sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Because I feel like Black Ops could have been there because the first one was good, the second one was good, but like the fact that the second one there was like alternate endings, it ruined like the momentum of the third game. Like there wasn't like you couldn't like continue Black Ops 3 from Black Ops 2 because there was like two different endings. So, but yeah, I'd say the Modern Warfare trilogy is so good.
No doubt.
Yeah. And I feel like this new Modern Warfare trilogy could have been good as far as campaign goes, but they fucked it with this MW3
Yeah,
campaign.
they blew it.
Because it was supposed to be a DLC, but they dropped it as a game, and it's just not complete. And it just
Take
it
that,
wasn't cohesive.
Activision.
Right.
Fuck you, Activision.
What's it called?
Ruin
Wait,
everything.
did they sell it?
What?
Did
Think
they
so.
They
sell?
sold it to Xbox or
Microsoft.
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 Yep.
So it's not Activision anymore.
Activision
It is.
Blizzard.
It is, but it's owned by Microsoft. But there's
So-
still a thing.
Wow.
Activision Blizzard is like the actual company, but they're owned by Microsoft now. Like they have a deal with Microsoft.
Right.
Okay, we've been talking a lot about like gaming stuff, like just like experiences and like favorites and stuff. What were you talking about as far as like your conspiracy with Fortnite and your thing with COD right now, like the state of it? Like I wanted you guys to kind of follow up.
go
on
into Fortnite. I need to hear this
Yeah.
because
Let's
since
hear
I've
a
been
little-
playing it recently, I need to hear this.
What was my conspiracy?
You said you got a Fortnite conspiracy before we talked about the podcast.
There's a reason why you hate it. Was the only reason because you suck at the game? Is that
Yeah, because I couldn't fucking build it.
really?
I
Yeah.
thought this was gonna be some deep,
I thought so
woke shit.
too.
And then he was like, "Oh,
I just can't build.
I can't build. I'm pissed. I like the Warzone aspect of like finding weapons and like you can
Yeah.
find a fucking purple chest or a fucking
Yeah.
gold chest. That shit was dope to me.
Ooh,
Is
the
there a
fact that you said
store?
Warzone, that shit was up there for my favorites too. Like OG Warzone, like Verdansk and like Rebirth Island.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was fun, bro.
Dude, the Gulag.
Wait. So what did you say before he talked about Warzone?
Fortnite. Is there a store in the map for Fortnite?
There's vending machines where it's like it kind of.
But you can't get guns. Like how
You can. You like trade material.
Like
for
you're talking
guns.
about like in like GTA, how you can go into the gun store and like buy guns.
Yeah, or like COD, like there's a fucking you can buy perks or fucking
Nah, you can't
airdrops.
get
Nah,
loadout.
you
Like,
can't do
Yeah,
that.
they don't have it like that in Fortnite. I feel like they had something like that during Fortnite, like in one of the seasons, and I think they got rid of
Pinata
it.
Thing.
It was something like
It was
that.
always just vending machines. I think you just like trade in like you're building
No,
your
because
mats for guns.
I mean, they have that, but then they have where you can go to like merchants or something like
Oh,
that, like
yeah,
NPC
and-
characters.
and like the chapter 2 and shit.
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
didn't really play like the newer chapter 2 shit. I stopped after Mex. I was like,
Yeah.
There's a
season
campaign
X.
for Fortnite, right?
It's just a collective story. It's not
Save
really
the
a
world.
campaign. Oh yeah, Save the World. Yeah,
Save the world. It's like a zombie type of thing.
My little cousin plays that shit.
But is
Yeah,
it
we
like
can play.
mission based or is it like you going into?
It's like Left 4 Dead. Think of it in that way. It's like you're basically just fighting off hordes and waves of like zombies, and you're building like a base for each wave of them.
Oh.
That's all you're really doing.
Hmm.
And I think there's like alternate objectives that you do, but it's not really a story.
like 50 headshots.
Something like that, yeah.
And what about you? What did you have to say about the state of COD right now?
Oh my god, dude.
This boy just laughs.
Dude, COD is just. I don't even know what to say about COD. Like, it's fucking embarrassing at this point. Like,
Right.
it's just a
Like
joke.
the fall from grace is like it's heartbreaking almost, huh?
It's so sad. COD literally used to be the only game I would play for fucking years,
Top of the
days,
mountain.
hours, months on end.
Yeah.
Bro, I literally cannot play that game for more than probably an hour now. It's just so. I don't know. Like I said, I come from a competitive standpoint.
mad.
Dude,
he can't even express his
it
idea.
honestly pisses me off because I come from a competitive standpoint, and competitive is a fucking joke now. Like
Right.
it is just all.
Does comp even exist now? I feel like
It does, but it's just so bad.
I feel like it's just an afterthought.
Could you imagine
Yeah.
playing Dead Silence for years and years and years? Or, sorry, playing S&D with Dead Silence for years and years and years. Can't hear shit. Like, I mean, you can sound horror, but, like, it's not the vital part of the game. Like, you still have to have, like, map knowledge. You still have to know, like, fucking call outs. You still have to know like specific areas to cut off, like lanes and
Like you had to
lines
use
of sight.
like your intuition and like
Yes.
and predict what's gonna happen in the
Game
versus
sense.
like
rather than fucking boosting up your fucking headset and then just going like this the entire time. Like
Listen
that's
to doors
and this
bash
guy's gun
open.
is just like
Yes,
following
dude.
you. Like, oh
Yes.
He's
And-
he's there. And there's no perk to even protect you from it.
no, not
Yeah.
anymore. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why they got rid of it.
Well,
like,
no, in this game they do have.
well, yeah, they
That
have it
sounds
now,
sneakers.
but
Yeah.
I hear
because
there's
everyone complained about it. Yeah.
no, but the problem is now there's things called fucking EQs where like essentially you go into like your computer settings like that people have their headsets hooked up to, and they can like boost certain parts of their headset to where they can still sound horror even when there's completely like dead silence around.
Hell no.
Like it's a new thing that's going around. I think it's been happening the last 2 years or so.
That's disgusting.
But no, it's like something that a lot of people have like tried to GA, like gentleman's agreement,
Yeah.
get rid of. But no, man, it's just COD has just fallen so far from like a competitive standpoint that now it's just you're just either going for fucking clips, you're just camping like a bitch, just waiting for like the other person to make a move.
like a bitch.
Yeah, dude.
Do you know what I can honestly say that it might be a hot take? I low-key think that like PC gaming like ruined like the overall gaming experience
Yep.
for everyone. I feel like
Agreed.
because like PC is like it's a
I thought you were PC.
I am. It's a beautiful piece of technology, dude, and like you can do so much with it. But like you can also hack. You can also like do all
Mod.
this, you can do all this shit. You can mod. The skill gap is better because you can use your mouse and keyboard, and like the fact that you're mixing all that together and it's just a compilation of just all the shittiest things that. What is there something wrong with it?
What?
That-
No.
hey,
Oh, I
you,
thought
look, you looked at it.
You look like you were pointing at it. I was
No,
just-
I was
oh.
going like this.
Gotcha. Yeah. So what was it? Yeah. So like I feel like adding PC gaming to like the mainstream space of gaming just ruined everything.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone thinks of it from like that standpoint where it's like hacking, modding, fucking cheating, aim assist, all that stuff. But people don't understand is your rig is such a huge part of like competitive now,
Right.
especially like fucking frames per second. How many hertz is your monitor? What is the response time on your
Mm-hmm. Right.
monitor? How good of graphics can you run? Like those are things that people don't take into account, but they have like some of the biggest impact
Yeah.
in competitive, like having an advantage.
Because bro, we talk about pay to win in 2K. That's like
That is like
you could buy VC.
yes.
The
So-
gaming rig is like I am spending thousands of dollars.
Yes.
To where no one can compete with me because I got a 10K PC set up.
So crossplay fucked everything for the video game.
I wouldn't say
competition
crossplay
world.
fucked it because I feel like if you crossplayed PlayStation and Xbox and kept PC on its own thing,
Yes.
it would have been fine. Like I feel like it should be like that in a lot of games because even the fact that like they added PC players to the mix, these motherfuckers all they do is complain, dude. I
Yep.
swear.
All right.
Oh, aim assist, aim assist, aim assist, dude. You're pinging me every single shot with your AR across the fucking map, not missing, and I have to fucking rely on a fucking mechanic to where it might help me sometimes, and it might fuck me
Yes,
sometimes to where
exactly.
I'm trying to shoot him, and it's gonna pull me away to him,
Yep.
and my thumbs can only do so much, you know. That's what she said, but yeah, like I feel like PC kind of ruined gaming, low key, like PCs.
All right, consoles, you heard it here first. Let's set up a Reddit thread and get these fuckers out of here. Fuck PC.
Yeah, PC is not master race.
We should have a crossplay, and then console only play.
Yeah.
They need to do that.
And-
Well,
and
is
my-
PC a
PC.
console? No. Would you consider PC a console?
No,
That shit is a supercomputer that can do anything. It's not a
that's
console.
not a console because you can use a PC for anything.
Do you consider that? Did you see the iPhone 15 being used as a
I
console?
did see that.
Of course, they have some shit.
It's
like
going.
that.
They're going crazy,
That's
bro.
just wild.
Did you see? I saw an ad the other day. There's a fucking Samsung TV that like can.
Folds?
Huh?
It can fold?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Bro, his head was somewhere else.
No, you can download Game Pass on it, and it can
Ooh.
act as an Xbox for you.
You don't even
TV.
need a fucking Xbox.
No, you just
buy the fucking TV.
You buy the TV and you hook up a controller and you can play Xbox games on it.
That's a good marketing campaign.
It's just crazy now.
PlayStation or an Xbox.
Xbox You could buy this Store?
TV.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
It has an Xbox. Like I can download games on it, and
Yeah.
If you literally buy Xbox Game Pass, which is like their subscription where it gives you like a library of games to choose from, yes, you literally,
It's like a
you literally
PlayStation
don't need a
Plus.
console.
Yeah.
I wonder if they had a deal. Oh, Samsung.
Bro, I go buy the TV.
I know, right? He said, "Fuck the console."
Oh, fuck that. No, fuck. I don't know.
TV's probably like $3,000.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about just the topic of gaming? Are you guys down to move on from it?
Man,
Yeah.
I can go on a tangent. Like, I can literally do an entire episode just specifically on competitive
Shit,
gaming.
you guys want to just stay on gaming and save?
No, we don't have to.
Because we could save our other topics for like another day if you want to do that.
Yeah. Well, just going back to like kind of what we were talking about last night, of
Uh-huh.
like keeping it less than 2 hours.
We're at an hour right now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Listen, I could do a solo podcast episode on specifically gaming. I'll just title it just a rant
Bro's
about
gonna look
Call
like
of
a
Duty.
news anchorman. He's gonna be like, "What is up, guys?
God,
It is your boy Icky Kai. We're gonna be talking about
Got his carbon
Elden Ring
fucking World of Warcraft. There you go.
Oh my god!
on my TV back there. I am showing you all of my gameplay of the God of War bosses fights at the very end of the game, and all of my tries. And I'll be going through and reviewing all my different strategies.
No, I could just put on my my Call of Duty montages just in the background of
Oh
like
my
when
God.
COD was actually good.
Dude, I have some dope ass COD clips, bro. Fucking
I want to.
like Tomahawk cross map. Oh, beautiful.
That's fucking.
On what
sick.
games?
Black Ops 2 had a Tomahawk cross map. MW3. MW3's MW3.
They had theater.
Where's that map that has like it's like a castle almost like a Middle Eastern castle and there's a well here
Seatown?
and then no is it I don't it might be Seatown. There's like a well here, there's a marketplace in the middle.
Yeah, Seatown. It's
Yeah.
like a yellowish type map.
Yeah,
Seatown.
So he was there on that little plaza area where it's like there's a bridge there.
Yeah.
There's a ramp up here and
Yeah.
there's the entrance to the market. He was camping there, fighting someone. I just spawned in, threw my fucking throwing knife. Ooh. Bing! Hit marker, hit him. Game
Got him.
winner. That was the
Oh, it was a game winner?
That was a kill cam.
Damn.
And this guy's like, damn, bro, I was about to get the craziest kill. And then it shows me spawning in, throw the fucking throwing knife up. And this guy's like, no fucking shot. This kid did it. And like, what is it, 2011, right? Is when
Yeah.
MW3 came out. So I'm still kind of a squeaker. I mean, I don't have like a crazy, like high-pitched voice. But I was like, no way, I hit that. Like what, kid, you hit that? You hit that, bro? I'm like, I did. Fucking threw that shit. And he's like watching, like, no fucking shot. This kid hit that. Bing, hit him. And everyone just goes crazy. But I was like, Mom, get that camera. Mom, get the camera. But I didn't have none of that shit,
Mom
bro.
didn't have the camera.
We didn't have no camera. We have no Elgato. None of that shit.
That was the classic days when everyone was on the in-game mic.
Yeah, but it was that's the thing too, where it's like back then, the space for gaming was so connected.
It was toxic though.
And
I-
who gives a shit? Like
I used
now
to
we're
have
all
a-
on a Discord. We're not even talking to each other. Like
Yeah.
no one's on the mic.
I used
But it fixes that. Just the quality of audio. That would fix it. If the game audio didn't suck ass, we wouldn't need to go to Discord and need to go to PlayStation Party. You know.
That's true.
My first headset was. Do you guys remember those old like phone Bluetooth sets? Yeah. That shit was legit.
I
I
had-
felt like such a boss.
I had one of those.
It was
and
like the shittiest quality.
I couldn't use it, and then I
I got in
got like
trouble
one of those
first.
gaming headsets where it has like the headphones and like the mic here.
Yeah.
And then this earpiece broke off, but I was still using it. I was still using that mic to like talk and stuff, and I like would wrap it around my neck and like this, and I would only have like
Wait,
hearing
you
in one ear.
You got in trouble for using the Bluetooth?
First day, yeah.
What?
Why?
I was just talking shit, and my mom was like, "You better be careful who you talk to on the internet like that. You don't know what could happen or some shit." And, yeah,
That boy was wild and
Oh, dude.
I was.
Fuck you,
Bro.
Fuck you, Rob.
You don't even want to
Fuck
know
you.
the shit he would say when we played competitive.
Oh
bro.
my God.
Because he was like,
Motherfucker.
he was like 12 years old when we were playing competitive,
Oh
saying
my
some crazy shit.
Do you think that like the youth playing games now, like we talk about how shitty they are? Like, do you think we're worse?
In what way?
Like our behavior when we were playing games.
No.
These kids are way more out of pocket, huh?
Way more out
Way
of pocket.
more out of
What the
pocket?
fuck?
I feel like it's a generational thing. I feel like every generation is just out of pocket.
Yeah, that's true. You had like
Wait, okay, so are
you
you
12-year-olds like smoking cigs like at one point.
okay? So are you comparing like when we were younger and the way we would talk to how people talk now when they're younger? Or are you
yeah,
talking about?
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
On the game.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like our age right now and the way we act versus
hell
the
no,
kids.
hell no.
Oh, Ooh, that's kind of tough.
That's tough, right?
I feel like you can't compare the two.
You
Like,
can't because there's no. You're kind of right because there's different things that happened in that time period. Like certain things you could say back then that you wouldn't get canceled for, that you could say now.
But
Like
some
if you said
kids-
those things nowadays,
Some
you're
kids
gone.
nowadays don't give a fuck though. What the fuck they give about getting canceled? They don't have no platform or nothing.
Yeah, but
Just little Timmy, like random little Timmy, like don't have no streaming platform, doesn't nothing. He just out of pocket talking.
I mean,
Versus-
shit. I heard the hard R on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 already like multiple times, so it's like it don't change.
see, but the thing is, I think that's more of a meme now. I think people use that more as a meme than an actual insult.
Right.
Like I feel like back then,
Times
people were not memeing when they said that shit. Like I feel like people were like legitimately serious when they said that. But I feel like
can
now
see
that,
that,
like
yeah.
all these little kids here, like, oh, people say the N word, like, oh, they're getting like clipped for it. Like, let me say it. Like, I think it's funny. Like, people laugh when I say that, so they just say it as like a meme. Like, I don't think it's like them actually genuinely saying that because it's like out of hatred. I think it's more so they're just doing it because they think it's funny.
Back then it was out of hatred.
Oh, back then it was definitely out of hatred, bro. Like, there's no question about it. Like, oh man, it was bad back then. It was
pretty bad.
Disgusting.
what was bad?
It was bad.
Anyways, moving off of gaming.
So you guys would like to transition off of gaming though?
Yeah, let's transition.
All right, we can definitely have some video game like episodes just strictly gaming, but yeah, we can roll to other shit.
Yeah.
I know Justin, you had a few things that you wanted to talk about. What was like your question you wanted to
I
ask?
did have a question. The question was, it's gonna get more serious, you know, because we've been talking about games this whole time.
Right. It's
But-
gonna get real serious.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little therapy session going here.
Ooh.
My question is, what do you all have, or what is a issue in your life that you are having, and what are you doing to fix it, or what do you think you can do to fix it? And I'm gonna start off with Big Germ, because Big Germ, I need to know this.
He's
What
the elder of the
issues?
group. He should have the wisdom.
Oh, issues. Where do I start?
Damn.
Felt that.
Fuck.
I don't know. I wouldn't consider it an issue. More of a goal.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be issues, more so like something you're working on, or
Yeah,
just
it's-
anything in life, like where you feel like you need to better yourself, or
More just in the financial statements of I blow so much money on fucking equipment or investments on like things that will,
This camera you're looking at is probably like your car.
yeah, and my car, and I look back at like
My
when
actual car.
when I first bought my car, I had a good amount of money, so I was like, it's no big deal. But like when I had that good amount of money, I bought my car. My car's $30,000. I got $9,000 left to pay. I'm so fucking close, but like I could have bought a fucking nice ass car for like $9,000.
Yeah.
and I could have had fucking $20,000. Just fucking that I spent over time like paying off the car. I didn't have to.
Right.
So being more financial, and then I fucking spent a lot of money on fucking NFTs. I was looking at my crypto. Spent a lot of fucking money in investments that flopped.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, risk versus reward. I tend to be more on the risky side.
Yeah.
And trusting my gut more often is probably my solution, because my gut would say, don't do it. Then my brain would be like, fuck it. Like, live and you learn. Money comes, money goes. But at some point, you gotta be like, money needs to grow.
Right. Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, taking too much risk, I struggle with like taking a lot of risk, because I like a challenge. But at this stage in my life, I'm like, all right, enough with all this risk. Let's get down and dirty and like fucking buy some property and like really think about the next 10 years. And as far as my career, like I want to stray off the path of freelance and go into more corporate studio work. And I've been there, and I just want to go back in a role where I'm able to grow and prosper in.
Mm.
I feel that.
I like that word. Like, go back to that word you used. This stage of my life, you know, like where I mean, you're getting closer to kind of during what you're 29.
All right, Kevin Hart.
Like Kyle's getting closer to that age, and I mean we're gonna be catching up soon as well. But
You guys are babies.
What advice would you give us, like in terms of like our stage in our life, where it's like you kind of like
Buy Bitcoin.
been through that?
He's
Fuck,
trying
I
to pump
wish.
it
And don't sell.
Is that a risky investment?
So like what words of advice would you give us in terms of like this stage in our life, to where like mistakes that we obviously like can learn from, but that we don't necessarily have to make, that you already made? You know what I'm saying?
It's only risky if you make it risky. Like you can invest $10 into Bitcoin, or you can invest $100 into Bitcoin. Say you only get $100, so you get $500 a week.
Mm-hmm.
You can invest 100 of it in Bitcoin, or 10 of it, or 455. Like whatever you're willing to risk.
Yeah.
I risked more. I had more, regardless. But going back to your advice, learn skills. Just learn skills, read books, travel the world, get out of town. If any advice, fucking travel.
Okay.
Whether I'd say get out of the States.
Right.
Find a place, a destination outside of the United States, and just go there for like 2 weeks.
And it's worth that investment to go experience that, is what you're saying, right?
Yes,
Because you hear all the time, we're like, oh, we don't have enough money for a trip. Let's save, and you never do it, right?
Oh man,
So-
there's always money to be spent where you want to spend it.
Right.
But from a guy that's financially trying to be better, maybe that's not the best advice.
Maybe it's
I just saw bro like have a flashback. like
Oh, he was contemplating.
his color grade turned black and white. He had a black and white color grade. The rain effects were coming down.
I would always say money comes, money goes.
Right.
So yes, travel, spend that money, make that investment to like spend $2,000 on. And honestly, traveling fucking can be cheap. Traveling can be really cheap, especially with the dollar, the U.S. dollar where it's at, and like place to choose. You can go to the Philippines for like $3,000, and you go be there for a month, be set.
Shit, I mean, you guys want to go on a trip sometime? I mean,
I know where I want to go.
where do you want to go? That's fucking your fucking brother, dude. This motherfucker
to
wants
go
to go
see
to
the
Portland.
Ducks.
He's trying to go see the Oregon Ducks. Shit.
Yeah,
He's
so
trying to go watch an OSU game.
You're about to get
Oh
exposed.
my god, dude.
That's the thing.
I mean, we can go to Arizona. It's a local trip. It's really close.
Have you?
We
And
can drive there.
I guess
We can walk there.
I don't know. I've had the college experience, dude. Like the typical. I had like a typical college experience.
Sacramento.
I would say typical. I guess it's typical. I don't know. Maybe it's my own typical.
Hey, Big Jim.
I've had a pretty wild college experience. But what's up?
You have to take me to Sacramento one day.
Dope.
Promise?
King of Sacramento right here.
No.
Oh. That was a knuckle
Promise?
up.
Promise?
Let's do it.
Hey, King of Sacramento needs to take me to Sacramento so I can go to
Yo, Flamingo
Baskin
House.
Robbins
No.
and get some ice cream.
Yo, Bird.
Ice cream date.
Bird, I'm coming through.
It's a sacrilege
Flamingo
right
House.
there.
Bird.
Bird.
Ice cream.
Big Bird?
Ice cream.
Larry
Bird.
Bird?
We're going on an ice cream date.
Yeah.
538 miles ain't too far.
Oh, we gotta see Julian. Julian, I'm coming to see you.
No,
That's the head honcho right there, El
Yeah, it
Patron.
was 530.
Yeah.
533.
Patron.
533 miles.
Yeah. So yes, we'll go to Sacramento. I feel like
That-
that was like my little struggle pitch.
Okay. Do you want to start off, or you want to let your brother go first?
I
I'm
want
a-
you to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna run
Me
it
to-
back and I'm
me
gonna
to go.
get you because
Yeah?
you know I don't see the bad sides of you. I just see the happy, positive.
I do.
Happy, positive
I do
Dimitri,
keep it
so,
positive.
That's true.
You know, let it out.
There's a few things that I'm working on. So just I've always really valued myself in terms of just how I'm treated by others and how I treat myself, right? But I feel like when I got my first girlfriend and I really did put myself like in the backseat and kind of like focused on this girl, and like I grew her, and I exposed her to better things to where like her life is in a better place now, right? And I feel like she is a better person than she was before when I met her. But I'm kind of like I'm kind of closed off to a point where like I'm not giving certain people chances or that kind of thing, right? To where nowadays I am like opening up more to my friends. So like with you guys, I wasn't honestly gonna like be friends with my coworkers. I didn't really see it happening, but just interacting with you guys and like seeing like the quality of people that you are, I'm like, you know what? Yes, I can expose myself to these people and like grow with them. And then my friends from high school, my two friends, Miles and Avante, like out of everyone in the high school, I didn't talk to no one else. Like as far as like still nowadays, right? And they're still like my brothers till this day, you know. And when it comes to just as far as like girls, I am still in that place where it's like I don't know how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I get lonely sometimes and I want to like get into a relationship, but at the end of the day, it's like, bro, like you have to just work on yourself. So like the financial aspect of myself, my character, and just growing as a person. I think like that's like the main things that I'm working towards right now. So, I think as far as any like issues I have, maybe just doing what I say. I feel like I'm on this path of like self progression. Like I'm taking the gym serious. I'm taking work serious. Those are things that I'm really progressing in. But the thing of like my content where like I want to do TikTok and YouTube and Twitch and all this stuff, I put that in the back seat where, you know what I'm saying? So in terms of all aspects of my life, I need to take all aspects of my life seriously to where I am prioritizing my gaming and my content shit as much as I am work and with the gym and just my relationships with my friends and stuff. So I do think that I just need to do what I say. I need to fucking like.
I feel like that's just a balance of time management.
Yeah.
There's a work-life balance, and it's a balance. Like, it's a balancing act. You roll on one side, and then you get stuck on, like, going to the gym, or, like...
Right.
And then you roll to the other side, you're like, all right, nah, I'm fucking working.
Right.
So, like, where do you
only
find...
have so many hours
where do you
in a
find
day,
the content?
right?
Yeah.
So, but no, just like, I'm glad we're doing this, because, like, doing this podcast with you guys is really inspiring me. Like, shit, I do need to lock in and take like my passions and my aspirations seriously and like go towards it, you know. So like thank you guys honestly for like wanting to do this and like being on board, because like this is something where like you talk about with some people and they're like, yeah, let's do it, and it never happens, bro, right?
Yeah.
But we talked about it, we brainstormed, bought the gear, and we said fuck it, let's do it. Hurry, let's shoot. And we're on our second episode already, so it's like I'm just happy to be a part of this, and like happy that I met you guys.
Damn.
So
Fire.
I'm in my feels.
Me too.
It's my man's right there.
that's
my man.
I love that guy.
Nah, I think everything you said is kind of, it's very valid.
Mhm.
Like I feel like, honestly, I feel like that's kind of just like the struggle with like life in general. Like I
Right.
feel like it's just a balancing act, like Jerem was saying. It's just finding the time to like balance everything, finding the time to invest in like the right things, like finding the time to open up about yourself, like
Right.
be just like literally just trying to be like the best version of yourself. And that's kind of what it sounds like you're trying to do.
Mhm.
And I mean, you should be proud of yourself regardless that you're even like self-aware of that. And I tell people this all the time, like the best thing you can do, even if you're not making progress, is to literally be self-aware of it, because that's like the first step to making progress, is like knowing what's happening with you and knowing what you need to get done,
Right.
and just actually like wanting to like put a plan together to get that done.
Mhm.
I feel like that's literally like the number one step that you can take if you feel like you're just stuck somewhere and like you're not even like in a position financially or physically to even do anything right now. Like I feel like it really just comes down to just being self-aware of like what you do need to work on and just thinking of like putting a plan into place.
Right.
It's all a mental game. 90% mental, 10% physical.
True.
Well,
So true.
What you working
that
on
10%
right now,
could
Justin?
be, yeah.
Working on.
Like you're, as far as like, what are you dealing with? You know?
I'd say honestly, like my biggest problem right now would be like my communication. As far as like talking with family, like just reaching out and like, cause I've always been like a shy kid my whole life. Never really like talked about my problems. Always kept it to myself. But as of lately, I've realized like doing that is only like making it worse, and just like you're not gonna, as much as you want to be able to help yourself, it takes a village, like they say. You need the people around you. You need to talk to the people around you. You need people you love to give you tough love, just tell you what's wrong, what's right, and just guide you. And I feel like I've been holding myself back from like getting all that just by like thinking I could do it all myself, thinking I could get
think
through
you could take on the world on your own. Yeah.
And not like reaching out to people, not even just like having like reaching out to my dad, because obviously my dad, or not obviously, my dad lives in Florida. It's kind of like a tough thing, you know, because me and my dad got like super close before I moved out to here out in Vegas.
Right.
And ever since I moved here, like the communication with me and him have not been like anywhere near what we used to have, and it sucks. So yeah, just communication, talking to your loved ones, talking to friends, talking to anyone out in the world. Just be open with literally anyone. That's it. That's what I'm like really working on, is just trying to put myself out there, trying to talk to people, trying to just better myself.
No, that's some real shit, dude. Like honestly, like, cause my dad is he's in Utah right now, and like he'll be calling me like during work, and I'll miss his call. I'm like, damn, fuck, I don't want to say like I'm like dodging him and shit, but like sometimes it just doesn't work out. Like I'll call him, and then he's out like an hour or two ahead, and then and then like I'm like, okay, fuck. Like at the end of the day, I mean I kind of didn't say this before the pod. I was just kind of trying to like brush it under the rug, kind of like just work on us type shit. But one of my aunties on my mom's side just passed today, like this afternoon.
Damn.
And
Shit.
yeah, and like my mom was crying. I'm just comforting her, and like I'm really sad, but I mean she was also like we have a big family, so it's like she's closer to like a different side of my family, so we're still really, really close with them. Like we literally just went on like a California trip with them like the other year, but she wasn't like a part of like my immediate life as far as like my immediate family, like like my cousins that I grew up with. They're still like, we grew up with them, but it's like we weren't as close and involved in their life as like say my cousins that I always visit in Seattle. Like when I get off the plane,
Yeah.
we'll still see them. Like as the week progresses, we'll see him for like 1 or 2 days. But like, I wasn't super close to her where like it really, really hurt me. It still hurts me. I feel really bad because one of my cousins, he lost his dad and he lost her now, so he has no one, and it's really sad to just see that shit. But yeah, life's short, anything can happen, right? So it's like if you're not talking to your parents, or you're not talking to your grandparents, your uncles or aunts, or your cousins, or just family that like aren't that are living in a different state or just living in a different household, dude, it's like that. Like you're talking to them and like, bro, like you could lose them in an instant, and it's just crazy to see that, because like you think like, oh, like life's so like you have so much time in life, like you can live till 60 or 70 or 80, right? And that's a long time, right? But like not everyone makes it to that threshold, not that time point, like sometimes they get taken away like earlier than others or later than others, so I think that's a really good point, to where just communicating with everyone and valuing time and valuing and staying in the present. I think that's a good point. I like what you brought up there.
Do you feel like the communicated falter because the time change?
What do you mean?
Like because
like time
Florida,
difference.
Time difference.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's like mostly on my part, like because I have a real hard time like focusing on one thing, and like I'll read a text, say I'm like at work, I'll see I got a text, I'll read it, I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll respond to it later. I'll just completely forget about it. So it's like I don't know exactly why I don't like think about responding, but it's just an issue of mine of I think I've just done it so much throughout my whole life of just like kind of sheltering myself and not putting myself out there, that it's like kind of just natural for me to just like not
like brush it off.
Yeah, just brush it off easily and not even like realize it.
And you've been you've kind of followed up on my point, but you didn't really talk about anything that you're kind of working on. Like, what about you?
I mean, I feel like I was just trying to give everyone like their time to really talk about themselves because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've inputted a lot of my opinions throughout this night, so I kind of wanted to give everyone like their platform.
Right.
I don't know. I would say like I struggle with a lot of different things on like a daily basis. Like it's
those like the small battles.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's like one thing, like one major thing. I would say it's like every day I feel like my mindset is like always changing, which is like, I guess that in itself is a struggle. Like I can't really stay like focused, kind of like how Justin was saying. Like I have a hard time focusing on like one goal or one aspect of myself. But I would say probably the biggest thing, at least that I'm noticing as of right now, is kind of just like not being such a people pleaser and kind of like communicating my own thoughts and not invalidating myself before I even do that.
Because having that mindset, you kind of like let your boundary get crossed and you kind of put yourself in that backseat.
Yeah. It's like
kind of let them overstep it.
100%. Like I feel like a lot of the time when I'm on my own, I can think for myself and I can fend for myself and I think rationally. But I feel like as soon as someone I care about gets involved and it's like, I know the situation that I want the way for it to turn out is not like in their favor, I kind of start like, I don't want to say crossing my boundary, but I kind of start letting like, I start to let things like go. Like I start to kind of like teeter the line, like blur the line basically. Like there's no more black and white. It kind of just turns gray. It's like a gray area, which is kind of like screwing me over in the end because it's like, I know deep down like what I want when it comes to certain things and how I feel. But a lot of the time, like I'll try to soften the blow with a lot of people because like I just have a very hard time making people feel bad. Like I feel like being the person that causes someone else's hurt is like, that's kind of what hurts me inside.
Like you'd rather take the blow than like see them hurt.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Exactly. And I feel like it's like sacrificing a part of myself and a part of like my morals when it comes to it because I'm a very honest and very truthful person. Like I stand by my word and I try to like follow through with what I say. And I feel like when I don't do that, I feel like I'm not only being like dishonest to that person, but also like dishonest to myself too. And I can't stand that feeling. I hate not being true to myself because I feel like if I can't be true to myself, then how am I ever going to be true to someone else?
Right.
And I feel like that's definitely probably my biggest struggle.
Some people don't really learn that skill. And
Do you got an example?
An example?
Yeah. Like for me, like with my people pleasing, like in college, I'll buy people like drinks or shots when I'm like, I don't need to be fucking buying these people drinks or shots.
Yeah.
Like
that's honestly like a very perfect example, like for something very minor. Like say like, for example, like we go out to eat as a group and kind of like everyone's like wondering like, oh, like who's gonna pay? Like, are you gonna pay?
Speaking
like,
of
is
that,
this person gonna
I owe
pay?
you money. I have money for you. Go ahead though.
But anyways, yeah, like in that scenario, like I feel like if I'm not the person to step up when it comes to paying, like I feel like people view me as like, I don't know, like I kind of feel like a piece of shit. But that's like me being in my own head.
Pay.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But I know like if someone were to pay for me, I'm always gonna pay them back. Like I know that's just how I am.
Right.
But I don't know how other people think in that way.
I feel like we all do a good job about that, or it's like we'll go out and we'll just split it, or like we'll cover our own shit, or someone will pay and we'll all get back to it, you know? Or no?
No, I agree with that. But I'm just saying, even a more extreme example of not buying shots. I fucking bought people I've given people like thousands of dollars. I fucking paid out of pocket fucking hella money I didn't have to because I was trying to hook my fucking cousin up.
Yeah.
Be that people pleaser. Or like I bought like equipment and like loaned out money and then didn't even get the I've spent so much money on other people. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but like that's basically what I'm trying to get, like situations like that, especially even with like family. Like I've had run-ins like that before too, and I feel like even with friendships and relationships especially too, like bro, I can't tell you how many times I've like gone out on a limb for people and I feel like I just get fucked over in the end because I'm trying to like help somebody else. Meanwhile, like I'm fucking risking like my sanity for it, and I feel like it's just one of those things how Justin was saying where it's like it's become so natural to me that like I don't even really think about it when I do it. And I feel like now that I'm getting older and now that I'm like kind of like discovering myself more.
Fuck everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, bro. It's just like
It's selfish, but
it's
you gotta
selfish,
be.
but you have to be.
Yeah.
In some sense, you have to be selfish. And I tell people this too. I'm like, bro, like, as much as like you want to try to help other people, like, bro, like you have to be selfish in some sense. Like you got to save yourself, because some people, like, you could try everything you want to when it comes to saving someone. Like at the end of the day, it takes two. It takes yourself and then sometimes other people. But most of the time, it takes yourself first.
Yeah.
You know what
but-
Jermaine Cole say?
when you said
Jermaine, he said, "Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her."
on the two-way path, like you can help someone as much. You can give someone $100. They'll go spend it on beer and they'll still be living on the street. Like you can only help someone as much as they want to be helped.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're gonna end off on just our inspirations and our aspirations of just the coming future. We have 2 months left of the year, and we got a brand new year ahead of us. Where is everyone at in terms of like what they want to do finishing the year, and what are some things that you guys want to work on like the following year?
Are you starting with me?
Sure, if you want.
Well, I have like probably a list of things I want to do, honestly, and it's like ranges from like small to like big scale. So I guess I'll start with like the small things. Like I definitely want to get better at skateboarding. That's like a must. Like I feel like it's like something I've definitely become a lot more passionate about within like the last few months, and it just sucks that I've like had to put it off because of like work and everything, and it's just, I don't know, work destroys my legs. So fucking coming home to skateboard, especially at night, is just not ideal.
All right.
As far as like other things, like just continuously working on myself, just becoming more like how I keep saying, like self-aware of like what I'm feeling and being okay with feeling those things.
Yeah.
That would kind of be more of like the personal mental side of it. But as far as like tangible goals, like I need to get back into my clothing brand. I've been putting it off for like way too long, and it's kind of like something I take pride in as far as work goes, and I don't feel like I'm at that point right now where I want to be, but I feel like I need to like actually start trying to get there, because the beginning of this year I was doing pretty good when it came to it, and I just kind of fell off, and it's kind of been like upsetting me. But I've been having like a drive to get back into like content, as far as like just this podcast has like kind of sparked that.
Right.
Hang out with more friends, hang out with you guys, do more fucking, I don't even know, any type of content, I guess, like podcasts, like this shit.
Spicy content.
Oh, that OF, we gotta start that up.
Fuck.
Hey, yo. Yeah, I don't know, just being more active in like the social space, the content space, just being around friends more, doing more personal stuff, getting more into fashion, fucking skating, being more athletic, just everything, I guess, when it comes to life.
Okay. Jeremy, before we do continue to three of us, I know we are gonna have to get through three of us. You think we're gonna
3 minutes.
we're gonna survive or no?
Can make it quick. 3 minutes. Quick little minute.
We got 3
little minute
minutes.
aspirations.
All right, let's roll with it. Big Germ.
Yeah. My main goals right now, I've been applying left and right for all studio jobs. So I get notifications from everyone: Paramount, HBO, Netflix.
Damn, big time.
Big Germ for the big time.
I mean, like I get notifications from like their website that like jobs are posting.
Right.
So
Still.
I'm just applying for every position. I'm going for more like production coordinator jobs versus video camera editor operators. I just want to be on the production side.
That's dope, bro. Huh? Like imagine seeing your name on the roll credits of a movie or something.
I'm
or show
screenshotting
there.
that for sure.
Oh,
Hey, he's been in a movie.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yes.
main goal is fucking production, but I apply for a lot of production assistant positions.
Okay.
So there's studios out in LA I'm applying for. There's studios out here, but Sony, Mark Wahlberg, and Warner Brothers are supposed to all be coming out here within the next 5
I
years.
did hear about that. Yeah.
Might have a plug
So-
for that. I'm not gonna
Mark
lie.
Wahlberg.
Oh, what?
I
Mark?
mean, dead ass. Yeah, my friend Jose, his dad is like kind of like close when it comes to that type of stuff. I could probably hit you up.
Fuck!
I know. I'm sorry. I just thought of that now, but
Well, let me know.
friend's
Yeah,
dad is
I
best friends with
fucking-
Mark Wahlberg.
no, we'll talk.
All right, dope. But anyway, that's me.
What about you, Justin?
Well, as you guys know, I make music. The people out there watching definitely don't know that, but this year I've strayed away from it a lot. more so due to just like not having motivation and, you know, dealing with like things in personal life. But yeah, I just really want to get back into like the zone of just grinding out music, making music. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, we'll end it off on me.
End it off
Yes,
on
sir.
you.
Shit, I've been taking work serious. I've been focusing on my savings. I've been doing well on that. I've been taking the gym serious. I've been progressing my body and how I want to be physically. But yeah, the last thing comes down to just my my passion, man, and it's the content creation side of this, of the podcast, of vlogs, of doing gaming videos, streaming. I just gotta lock in and invest in myself and put the work in myself and show myself love, because I've been doing everything else, but I haven't been showing like the things that I want to achieve and pursue. I haven't been given it a chance, so I just need to lock in and get that done and just keep being a better person, man.
Mind, body, spirit.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what I thought.
And as far as just things that I want to work on with you guys, I want to just stay consistent with this podcast and grow it and just continue to progress and get better at talking with each other and just
4 guys, 4 mics.
Right. I want us to take over the world. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Fuck yeah. Quick
right.
shout out for everyone.
Podcast.
Big Germ.
Big
shout out
shout
your
out.
handle.
Oh, Big Germ.
Big Germ.
It used to be Big Germ 123, but follow me, Jay Santos Media,
Jay
TikTok,
Santos Media.
Instagram, all that good stuff.
Justin.
Yes, sir. My @ is @itsbuppy on everything. You can find me.
If you're looking for any of my gaming stuff, that's going to be Dimitri on all socials. Dimitri Live if you want to see any of my live stream content. And then just my name, Dimitri Buento, as far as all the vlog and IRL content. Yeah.
Just look out for Awkward Presents. We're coming. Don't worry.
Facts.
Oh, they're coming.
We're dropping soon.
Yeah,
Don't
they're
worry.
coming all over.
But we,
We'll be present.
All right.
Stay tuned.
How we gonna end it off? You guys want to just do a little something?
Shit.
Ta-ha!
Catch you guys. Ta.
Ta.
Later, Gators.